People are gonna judge my Windows 98 backdrop today. 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. It is the Biendeo stream today on this fine 1st of September 2025. I hope you're having a wonderful week and will have a wonderful week ahead of you. I am chilling. I'm feeling like I've done so much stuff. I say I'm chilling. I don't know. You'll sometimes have those weeks where it's like, well, it's not like productive, but I've done a lot of stuff for me, for doing, I don't know, for doing cool stuff. So let's dive into the game today. It's fairly, well, it's not an ordinary game, but I've played various ones like this already, so check it out. We are, oh, where is it? Hello, where is it? There it is. We're in Windows 98 land, and you can see this desktop, which I've apparently had to update secdriv. But we're booting up another Liz the Lizard kind of game. This is Scholastics, the Magic School Bus explores inside the Earth. So let's go into it. After some testing, there was a little bit of a couple of times when the game would weirdly tab out. And, like, there'll be an audio error, it'd come up with a dialogue box, and it would kind of tab out, and I'd have to click back in. For the most part, it will play right. Yeah, this one I have memories of, but I don't remember a ton about it, actually. The intro is remarkably similar to the previous game, but you know, it's themed around rocks, and I don't remember a lot about rocks, actually. In fact, actually, I don't remember a lot about this one at all. But, yeah, no, I've played Magic School Bus, Explores the Ocean last year, and we did Magic School Bus Inside the Human Body the year before, and I still haven't played the Explores Space yet. We're not in space yet, maybe we'll go back for that one at some point. That is indeed as many frames of animation as you'll get as well. That's all you need. Think about it, you're hyped already, man. You got the song, you guys it's even got the beeps at the end. How cool is that?
This is terrible. I've lost some of the rocks and minerals from my collection. What am I going to do?
What am I gonna do? And then he falls to his knees. And then Miss Frizzle just tears the Tasmanian tigers in.
Lost rocks? Lost
Where's
minerals?
the devil, isn't he?
Not a problem, Arnold. We'll take a field trip and go directly
Please
to
don't
the
let this
source.
be another field trip with the frizz. But yeah, like the other games, this one starts off in the classroom where there's a bunch of things, and I feel like for stream brevity, I don't know how you'll feel about all these little pieces here, but they're actually there's all these like neat little facts and stuff, all content dumped here. They're not, you know, they're not, unlike the previous games, they're not across the areas that you'll be exploring. They're all sort of dumped straight in the classroom here. There's still lots of fun things to click on in places. Like whatever's happening to the Earth here. Don't let this happen to you. But, I'm glad we got a previously on as well. It's very nice to have that. There's this dog here, there's this dog up there. There's this fish on a poster.
It's really cool that caves get made by water underground.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I do like underwater canyons.
Are really cool because they're like giant geological diaries.
Yeah, I guess.
There are fabulous things in caves, like stalagmites and stalactites.
Also, yes.
They might not look like much on the outside, but geodes are awesome on the inside.
Wow.
Vaults are fascinating because they're giant cracks in the earth.
I do like cracks in the earth. Arnold is still having a go around there. But yeah, I don't know. I guess like we'll explore the Earth. We'll learn some things as we go. Maybe we'll learn about the Sacculobumbaspis or other kinds of. That's a fish, but.
After volcanoes are chock full of exciting stuff, like magma and gases.
Oh, I do like gas. Oh, you're gonna just unleash that in the classroom, aren't you?
It's
Usually
really
they're
neat
pretty good.
to
Like
see
model
new
volcanoes
rocks
are
being
usually very
formed
chill.
all the time.
Yes. There's also photos up the top here, which you can see. That's just the Middle East. I'm pretty certain. That's pretty cool. This picture rocks. This picture also rocks. Oh my goodness. Here's a volcano. I love the 256 colors, by the way. It's so fun watching it go. Oh, yeah.
Just click on the bus to start the adventure.
When things are sprites or they're in motion, you don't pick on the 256 colors as much, but once you start seeing a photo of it, you're like, oh yeah.
Sometimes volcanoes are explosive, and sometimes they're not.
Oh, but yours is. Oh. Or maybe it isn't. Oh my gosh, you got a dinosaur. Dinosaurs are, that's a different one. I think I remember clicking on this 50 million times as a kid. I could be here for hours just doing that. But it's always good fun clicking on stuff and just sort of seeing what's happening. I'm pretty sure I sort of like skimmed through some of the punk rocks. I'm pretty sure I skimmed through quite a fair bit of the content in the previous games, but we'll see how this one goes. There's Liz. Hi there. I think Liz still talks to you in various places, but for now Liz is delegated to tap dancing, so, and sock puppets. But okay. Let's sit through a lot of learning.
The Subduction Zone by Carlos. Click on the tab to see the other section of this report.
Okay, will do.
Destroying crust. Ring of fire.
I fell
look at a map of
into a
active
burning
volcanoes
ring
and
of fire.
You'll see that most of them occur around the Pacific Ocean.
Darn
Indonesia,
Pacific.
Japan, the northwestern United States, Mexico, Chile. They all have
And
them.
specifically around us in
pattern is
Australia.
called the
Although
Ring
we
of
did get a
Fire.
hotspot close to Melbourne a couple of years ago, which was a bit of an interesting one.
What comes up must go down. You might wonder, since new crust is being made all the time, if the Earth is getting bigger. Well, it's not. And that's because sooner or later, these plates have to sink back down into the mantle. Thin ocean
Return to
plates
where
will
you
sink
came
down
from,
beneath a
the
thick plate
pits.
that has a continent on top of it. So the ocean plate gets shoved or subducted down into the mantle, and the ocean floor is turned back into mantle rock.
I like how they show this, and it's like, and this
Hotspot
really
volcanoes.
happens really quickly. Look at this dot over here.
Where can I find one? Many hotspot volcanoes are located in the Pacific Ocean. If you look at
And
a
at
map
one
of its
place
sea
near
floor,
Melbourne.
you'll see many chains of islands that formed from a hotspot.
It was really weird as well. Like,
In
I had a
warm
mate,
oceans, coral reefs
and he still
grow
lives
the
in Melbourne,
shallow
but like,
water around volcanic islands.
he
When the
it
volcanoes
was
erode
just like there
below
was
the
a
surface, these
a
reefs are
Betty's
left
Burgers
behind and
like
are now called
just crumbled
atolls.
near him. In that earthquake. It was very odd.
How are
Or
they
at least the
made?
awning, I think.
Some volcanoes form in the ocean in the middle of a plate. Deep
Watch
in the
out.
Earth's mantle, a hot area of magma called a plume bursts up into the crust to erupt for a while. This gradually forms a huge volcano that may rise above the ocean surface to form a volcanic island.
They're doing this to me tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure, what have we got, like 7 of these?
Volcanoes by Wanda. See all those tabs? Click
See all
on
those
them
tabs? Oh
to
my
check
gosh,
out the
those
different
tabs.
sections of my report.
Wow.
Volcano basics. What are they?
So check this out. We got FMVs.
Some mountains are volcanoes. They are made when hot molten rock called magma spills or explodes out of holes in the earth. These
Dude,
holes
I
are
was so
called vents.
fascinated by
The magma
volcanoes,
collects in a
especially like
magma
this
chamber deep
this
under a
dithered
volcano.
video is like, what
The
am I
pressure in the
looking at
magma
here?
chamber builds
This
up
looks
until the magma
fascinating and
pushes up
cool.
and comes out on the surface of the earth. After it reaches
And then
the
you go in
outside of
person,
the
you're like,
earth,
oh
magma
man,
is
it's
called lava.
hot.
As
It's
lava
so
cools,
darn
it
hot.
hardens and builds up
I've
on
never
top of the
been
mountain.
that close to a
This makes the
volcano
mountain
that's
get bigger
active, but
every time there's a volcanic eruption.
Like, I feel like you just run your hands through it and it's like putty, but it's actually like several hundred degrees and it's not fun.
Composite
Maybe if you're wearing
volcanoes.
really thick gloves.
Composite or stratovolcanoes are made from lava from both types
Yeah,
of
that's a cool
eruptions.
volcano.
Some of these eruptions are quiet and result in lava flow, and others are really explosive and create ash. Composite volcanoes have the shape we usually think
We should
of
make a
when we
band
imagine
named
a
after the
volcano.
height of that volcano.
There are three basic volcano types: shield volcanoes, cinder volcanoes, and composite or stratovolcanoes. The biggest of these, shield volcanoes, are broad and have been made by lava which flows for a very long way before it cools. Shield volcanoes are made from the lava that cools to form basalt.
Basalt. I always thought it was basalt, and I probably should have
Cinder
looked this up ahead of
volcanoes.
time.
Cinder volcanoes are tall and
Like,
steep
just
and
how you
warm
pronounce it,
quickly.
not like...
Their thick, sticky
know,
magma
what it
makes
is.
it hard for gases to escape. But when the gases do pass through, they cause very explosive eruptions with gritty volcanic ash which builds up a small mountain.
Me after a curry.
Volcanoes around the world.
Around the world.
Hawaii.
I've never been to Hawaii,
The biggest
but
volcanoes on Earth are located above hotspots in the Earth's
everything's
crust.
bigger in the US. And
Mauna
Hawaii
Loa
was
on
not part of the
island
US for
Hawaii
too
is a
much time,
shield
but now it
volcano
is.
formed above a hotspot. A hotspot is an area of the Earth which is always forming magma. The hotspot stays
Wow.
in the same place, but the ocean
Can I just have one of
above
those
it
outside my
moves
house?
over
That'd be
time,
kinda cool.
causing new volcanoes to be formed in a string. This is how many of the Pacific Islands were formed.
Me having that Bowser's Castle aesthetic.
Volcanoes, good or bad?
Good or bad?
You think volcanoes are dangerous mountains that can harm people, destroy forests, and crash buildings?
Not at all.
You're right.
Dang it.
But volcanoes also make new rocks and land, and they create beautiful mountains. Plus, the minerals in this new rock help make soil that's great for farming. That's
See
why
how
so
awesome
many
volcanoes
people have chosen
are?
to live near volcanoes throughout time.
Yeah.
Scientists are learning more about volcanoes so that people living near them can be prepared.
See, absolutely nothing bad has
St.
happened near a
Helens.
volcano.
2 months before Mount St. Helens, a composite volcano in Washington state erupted
Oh.
and began having little earthquakes. The magma chamber inside pushed out, creating a huge
Oh,
bulge on the north
when did
side
this
of the
happen?
mountain, alerting scientists that it might
I mean,
erupt soon.
Soon enough that
Suddenly,
they
part of
felt,
the mountain with
you
the
know, they
wall
got photos
slid
of
down
it.
the mountain, and
Wow.
as it slid, pressure was released. The entire north side of the mountain was blown out. Ash rained down, shockwaves toppled trees, and melted ice and snow caused avalanches of mud. In a few short moments, the mountain was reduced by 1/6 of its size.
Whoa.
59 people died from the eruption.
Oh.
Today, the area is a national monument where people can study volcanoes.
I mean, I guess it's good that you gotta say how many people died,
Mount
but also, like,
Vesuvius.
oh, now I feel bad.
One famous
Oh, now I
composite
feel really
volcano
bad.
that many people have
Forgot
Mount
about
Vesuvius,
showing
in the
this
town of
one.
Pompeii in Italy. In 79 AD, the volcano erupted.
Has anyone watched that
It
Pink
created
Floyd
a speeding
concert?
avalanche of superheated gases and volcanic ash, which swept down on Pompeii. For 3 days, this hot debris buried the town of the 2,000 people in it. 1,700 years later, the buried town was discovered and dug up.
It's really
Today,
eerie if you go
look in
there
the
as
hollows
well.
of the
Because it's just
solidified
like, man, you know,
ash,
like...
you can still see the shapes of people, animals, and even food. They tell us the story of Pompeii's
But,
terrifying
like,
last
buildings
days.
and structures somewhat exist still. But, like, clearly no one... I mean, obviously, like, no one who lived would still be there. Also, did I
volcanoes and
miss a page at the end?
volcanoes.
Yes, I did. I missed my igneous rocks. Sorry.
Hot rocks.
Hot rocks.
Igneous rocks begin deep
Watch
in
out,
the earth
Donkey
as
Man.
magma, which is hot melted rock material. When a volcano
Watch out, he's
erupts,
running out of space.
The molten lava and ash cools into extrusive igneous rocks on the surface of the earth. Other igneous rocks form when the magma cools underground. These are called intrusive igneous rocks.
I have
All
intrusive
igneous rocks are made out
thoughts.
of minerals, and they are named by what minerals they contain and how the rock was formed.
Okay.
Extrusive rocks.
Igneous rocks that form
Oh, my
outside the
microphone
Earth are
changed.
called
Oh, no.
extrusive rocks. They form from cooled lava, which is magma that comes out of the ground. Since the lava cools very quickly, the rocks have very small crystals, which are hard to see. Some extrusive igneous rocks
Ooh,
are
that's fancy.
rhyolite, andesite, and basalt.
There's
Pumice
basalt
is
again.
an extrusive igneous rock, but it is filled with holes created by trapped gases. Pumice can float because it has so much air trapped in it. Obsidian is a type of rock that cools so
Pumice
fast
looks
there's
like
no time for
cake
crystals to
in
grow.
places, doesn't it?
It's often called
And
volcanic
then it's still a
glass
rock.
because it looks
Don't
and
eat
looks
it.
like glass.
Intrusive rocks. Igneous rocks that cool inside
Is this a
the earth
diagram
are
of Saddam
intrusive
Hussein?
rocks. Since the magma cools slowly,
There he
minerals
is.
and intrusive rocks have time to become large crystals. Their mineral crystals are large enough to see without a microscope. Some intrusive igneous rocks are granite, diorite, gabbro, and peridotite.
Okay, this will be on the test, by the way. Let's have a look at
Mid-ocean ridge.
the Mid-Ocean
By
Ridge.
Phoebe.
Yeehaw!
If you layers of the earth, mostly mantle.
They did not give Phoebe the good
middle layer
mic.
of the earth is the mantle. This is the thickest layer of the earth. Just like the main fruity section is the thickest part of the peach. The mantle is incredibly hot. Globs of melted rock, called magma, are always trying to squeeze their way up through the top part of the mantle.
escape
and through the cracks.
the mantle.
Sometimes, the magma manages to make it all the way up and through to the top, where it comes out of a volcano.
Man, if only someone else had a
The crust
presentation
is
about
up.
volcanoes.
The crust is the outside layer of the earth, which
There
is
they
the
are.
continents and the ocean floor.
That's
We
how
live
big
on
people
top of
are.
the crust. The crust is the thinnest part of the earth, sort of like the skin of a peach.
Why is it a peach thing? Is it like
Inside
the
at the
skin of a
core,
peach is rather
The
thin?
earth is a sphere made of three bead layers.
There's the peach
The inside
analogy
layer,
again.
deep in the center of the earth, is called the core.
Oh, because it's
If
got a
the
nut
earth
in the
were
middle as
same
well,
size
doesn't it?
as a peach, the core would be about the size of the peach pit. There are two parts to the core. The inner core is made of solid metal, but it's the hottest part of the earth. And the outer core is made of molten metal.
There you go. Look at that. That's the whole.
Creating
Oh,
crust underwater.
there we go.
Black smokers.
You can't say that,
The
Phoebe.
mid-ocean ridge that have active volcanoes. There are also underwater geysers called hydrothermal vents. They are formed when seawater
Some very
sinks
insidious
down through
music.
cracks in the ocean floor. Down there, close to the magma chamber, the water gets heated and shoots back up again. Some underwater geysers are called black smokers because the water shooting out of these has picked up tiny dark minerals like manganese.
Manganese. I love the name manganese because there's also magnesium, and it's just like, oh, you got an
Underwater
M-A-N-G-N and an M-A-G-N named element.
The magma that forces its way up from the mantle forms huge
Whoa.
ranges of volcanoes.
Dude, that's so
way down
sick
deep
that
on
like
the
someone
ocean
filmed
floor,
this as well.
Called a mid-ocean ridge.
Even impressive like nowadays, you know, like, but especially back then
We
because it's
know
like
this from
obviously there's no
scientists who
computer
have gone down
generated
to the
stuff.
bottom of the ocean in submersibles.
That's just like a regular old video of this happening. Just this earth like coming out. It's terrifying. I love it. It's great. Arnold's got some rocks here, you know.
Geodes by Ralphie.
By
Click on the
Ralphie.
tabs to check out other sections of my report. Mineral, rock, or crystal.
I like these kinds of
Crystal.
presentations as
There
well
are
because
6
even though I
basic
mean they've
crystal
all
shapes
content
that
up them
result
at
in
this time.
different sizes and patterns of a crystal face.
It's just nice because
Light
kids are always
reflected
terrified
off
of
a
writing
crystal face
reports.
Is what we see glittering. That's how we know it's a crystal.
There you go. It just needs to shine.
Rock. All rocks are made of minerals. If you look at a chunk
All
of
rocks and
granite,
minerals
you'll
are
see
all
that it's
minerals
made out of
rocks?
different colored pieces. These pieces are the rock's minerals. Although some rocks are made out of only one mineral, most are made of more than one kind. In fact, rocks get their names by what minerals are in them.
Okay, sure.
Mineral. Minerals are the
Oh,
building
there's
blocks
the
of
picture.
rocks. But what exactly is a mineral? Well, minerals are always solids and they're natural, which means they're not made by people. They're not alive and have never been alive. A mineral is made from one
What's
or
the
more
one?
chemical
Mineral,
ingredients,
vegetable,
which are
or
arranged in certain shapes
legume
called
or something?
crystals.
Something like that.
Mineral properties. True colors. Although minerals may
Oh,
form in
no.
lots of colors,
The
they have one
pantsless
true
monsters are
color,
streaking
which you
down.
can see when the mineral is ground up. To see this color, scrape the sample across the rough back of a tile. This test, called a streak test, shows the mineral's true color in the streak that it leaves behind. Most minerals leave a white streak, which you can't see, but metallic minerals leave streaks of distinct colors.
Wow.
What you can see. Every mineral has special properties.
I want to
These are
see this one
crucially
where
used
it's
to
like just
identify it.
flat out
Some
cubes
properties
right
are
there.
things like a crystal shape. Another property is
Ooh.
color. Some minerals, like malachite, are always one color, but many minerals can fool us by appearing in many different colors. And another property is
Ooh,
luster,
very fancy.
which is the way minerals reflect light. Pyrite, or fool's gold, always looks shiny like a mirror, while quartz always looks glassy.
Wow. That's some
Crystal
cool stuff.
shapes. Following rules. Crystals always form in regular geometric shapes. There are 6 main crystal families. Some families form shapes like cubes, such as galena or halite, which is salt. Another family forms crystals that look like 6-sided columns topped with a pyramid, like quartz. But all minerals follow the rules for their family. They always build certain shapes or combinations of those shapes.
That's kind of incredible that it's doing that. I guess maybe it's a lattice thing.
Large or small.
That's just like how
Some
it
crystals are
bonds
very large and some
shape
are
of the
very
particles.
small. The size of the crystal depends on how it is formed. If a crystal is formed slowly with plenty of room, it will be large. If the crystal is formed very quickly, it'll be small.
Okay, sure.
Outer shape, inner beauty.
Wow.
Minerals are made up of chemical ingredients, and these chemicals are always arranged in a particular pattern. When a mineral crystal forms, its crystal face shows the inner arrangement of chemical ingredients.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Where minerals form. Geodes. On the outside, a geode
Making
looks
fun
like
of
a
this
gray or
man,
light brown
but then
sandy
here he
ball.
comes. He
You
flexes
crack
on
it
people.
open, and inside are beautiful crystals. Most geodes form in a hole in igneous rock. Dissolved chemicals in the hole slowly form well-shaped mineral crystals.
Wow.
The birth of minerals. Most minerals form within rocks as magma cools. They also form alone when hot groundwater from nearby magma flows through cracks in an older rock. This water holds dissolved chemicals, and when this cools, the chemicals combine to form
It's like
solid
a face on
minerals.
this side of the rock. There it is.
Special geode minerals. Most of the minerals found in geodes are either calcite or quartz. If you break open a geode and can scratch the crystals with a knife, they're probably calcite. If the crystals are hard to scratch, they're quartz.
Okay, yeah, sure. Dude, that's pretty cool. Check this out.
Geodes are cool.
Oh,
The Grand Canyon.
the Grand Canyon. The
Click on the
specific,
different tabs to check out
the
all the
specific
sections of
location
Mario
that I've never been to the Grand
Kart.
Canyon.
Sedimentation. Set a
As
what?
a non-US
Sediments are
citizen,
grains of sand
the Grand
that are
Canyon
made
is like
of
the
other
only thing I
rocks
know
or
out of
minerals.
Arizona.
Sediments can get moved around by wind, rain, rivers,
But it is a very
glaciers, and
gnarly desert,
oceans.
and gnarly deserts are
If little
cool.
grains of sand drop out of the wind, water, or ice, and are deposited on the ground, then that is called sedimentation. Those layers of sediment can get covered by other layers or strata, like the layers of a cake. The bottom layers of sediment can get scrunched down flat by the layers on top, and the weight from the strata on top eventually cements the tiny grains of sediment into solid rock.
That is
Rock
kind of neat.
factory. There are 3 kinds of
I
sedimentary
like how like
rock:
concrete and other
plastic,
kinds of
organic,
like,
and chemical.
you know,
Plastic rocks
pavements,
are formed
especially
from
back in the
little pieces
historic
of
days, are
broken
just
rock.
sort of like using that
Sandstone is a
principle of
classic
just
rock
like, you know,
made
what
of
happens if
tightly
you just
packed
like place the
sand
rocks
grains.
down and you smush them
Organic
down?
rocks are made from plant or animal remains. Ocean plants and animals
Give 'em enough
use
pressure, it
calcite
kind of,
crystals to make their hard
you know,
parts.
it
When they
smushes
die,
it
the
all
hard parts are
into
left, and
one
this
kind of
makes the rock
solid object.
limestone. Chemical rocks are formed by chemical changes, such as evaporation. Rock salt is a chemical rock. It's what you'll find on the ground after a salty lake or sea dries up.
Like
Rock
granite
history.
pathways, you know what I mean? Like,
Sedimentary rocks are like history books that tell us the story of what Earth was like a long, long time ago. Think of sedimentary rocks as clues. Clues that can help us to figure out things like which areas were on land and which areas were underwater. For instance, pieces of limestone might tell us where a coral reef formed long ago, and a layer of coal might show us where a swamp or a prehistoric forest once lived.
interesting.
Fossils.
And then you proceed to only have one thing on your page.
Pictures of the past. Fossils are like nature snapshots from
Oh, no,
millions,
he- no.
even billions of years ago. If a prehistoric plant or animal got buried under layers of sand or mud, the softest part would rot away pretty quickly. But the hard parts like shells, bones, or tree trunks would be replaced over time by minerals. That's the way that most fossils are formed. But some are formed from the tracks that animals leave behind, like dinosaur footprints. These fossils are called trace fossils.
The more you know.
Erosion.
Oh, lots of
Rivers
videos.
shape the
Everyone
earth.
likes a good old FMV.
Rivers and streams may not seem very powerful, but they have helped to shape our Earth.
Do not
Rivers sort
do
the
not go
sediments from those
here
dropping the
without
bigger,
any
heavy
protection.
grains, like boulders, down into the riverbed. And then carry
It's
the
kind of
smaller,
amazing of
lighter
like
grains, such as mud,
I
way
I
up to
love
sea.
the idea of rivers, and it's just like
Rivers
the
carve
water
out
somehow
valleys,
gets
and in
sucked
some
up to a
places
high
where there are
point
no trees,
and then just
it can
flows
create
down.
really, really cool landscapes like canyons. It's hard to imagine.
This is where all my
but it's true.
Minecraft bases
All
are.
it takes is one little river with a whole lot of patience.
They're good fun though.
Glaciers.
Give us the goods.
Glaciers form in the very coldest places, like way up high in the mountains, where it's so freezing cold that the snow can't all melt.
The
Snow
mountains.
piles up and forms ice. Thick layers of ice that move are called glaciers. Eventually, the glacier is so heavy that it slowly slides downhill, eroding rocks in its path and carrying them down with it as it slides. Lower down the mountain, when the glacier finally melts, it lets loose all those rocks that were frozen in the ice, and it carves nifty shapes into the land.
I
For
do like
instance,
nifty
the
shapes.
Yosemite Valley has steep-sided walls that were carved out by glaciers.
Wow. I should really go to one of these at some point.
Breakdown. Land that is exposed to ice, wind, and water is gradually worn down by them. Here's an example of how it works. Chemicals in rain, temperature changes, and any number of other things can eat away at an exposed rock. The rock gets weaker and weaker
Yummy
until it
rocks.
finally breaks apart. This is called weathering. You could say it's called weathering because of what the weather does to the rock. After this, the rock pieces that are made from weathering get swept away by water, ice, or wind. This is called erosion.
So if
All
I start
across the
destroying
surface of
rock
the Earth,
formations, they'll
erosion
call
is
it
busy
blendoing.
happening.
Ah, no, that's good stuff. Check this out.
Caverns by Keisha.
I feel
Click
like
how
I
caves are
have
formed.
the words to say.
Most caves form in areas where there's limestone rock and where there's a lot of rain. Here's why. The water sinks down through cracks in the limestone and collects in underground rivers.
Is it specifically
This water
limestone?
dissolves the cracks into wider cracks that get larger
Or is it just
and
limestone
larger
as an
over
example of a
thousands
rock
years.
formation?
Eventually, whole areas collapse underground to form tunnels and caves. This is erosion on the inside of the earth.
Ah, this is cool though.
Acid makes caves too. Now, you may
Don't
ask,
pour your
how can
sulfuric
water
acid on
dissolve
the
a hard
ground.
rock? Well, as rainwater sinks through the ground, it picks up minerals that turn the water into a weak acid. The acid dissolves the calcite mineral that makes up limestone. In fact, you can even do a calcite test. All you have to do is put drops of vinegar on a likely rock. If it fizzles, it might be limestone.
The more you know.
Cave formation.
I don't know what vinegar is made of, by the way.
Clues to caves below.
Like, I actually don't know the
Sometimes
chemical
there are
composition
clues
of
on
it.
top of the land that will tell you if there are caves underneath. The most useful clue is called a sinkhole. Sinkholes show where caves have caved in or where a stream begins to flow underground. Areas with
It's fun
large
seeing-
rounded
I think-
hills that have many caves and sinkholes are called
There's
karst areas.
There was some place I saw, which was, in the US.
Cave
Someone
deposits.
selling a house, and it was,
As
like,
water underground
literally
runs
on a
through the
sinkhole.
limestone,
But, like,
it
the other
dissolves the
half of the
rock's
house had
minerals.
sunk, so they were
As
like,
the
well, this
underground
upper
water
part's fine.
evaporates
They were
in
trying to
cave,
sell
it
that.
leaves the
It's
minerals
like its
behind
own thing.
as
It's like
wonderful
the other
deposits on
side
the
of the
ceiling,
house you can't
floor,
get in the
and
front
walls of the
door.
cave.
What do you mean you're selling this?
Stalactites. Stalactites are like underground icicles, except they're made of minerals. As water seeps through the roof of the cave, each drop leaves behind some of the mineral calcite.
That's kind of
that is
fun, because they're
dissolved
not,
in
like,
the limestone
they're not
rock.
cold.
Over time, this calcite builds up, creating solid icicle shapes that hang down from the cave ceiling. Remember, the C in stalactite stands for ceiling.
The more you know.
Stalagmites. Stalagmites are carrot-shaped formations that build up on the ground of a cave as water drips down from its ceiling. Like stalactites, they grow very slowly. If stalactites and stalagmites join, they form columns. Remember, the G in stalagmite stands for ground.
The more you know, because I'd always get them.
Famous caves.
I'd get them mixed up all the time.
Mammoth Cave.
Are there mammoths in the mammoth
A
cave?
cave is a hollow area under the earth.
Most
They-
caves
they
are
usually
filled
are,
by
yeah.
underground water that dissolves limestone, a sedimentary rock.
Part of me is like, ooh, would drinking the
A
water
cavern is a
be
large
fun? And it's
cave,
like, probably
usually
not
with
these
many
ones.
connecting tunnels and rooms. Lava caves
Maybe
are
one day
formed
we
when
can
tunnels that were
Dine on
carved by
honeydew
lava
and drink
flows
the milk
become
of
empty.
paradise, but for now it's like, yeah, nah, not that. Probably don't drink that one.
Carlsbad Caverns.
Carl is bad.
Carlsbad Caverns
I
National Park in New Mexico,
couldn't get through that
USA,
one.
has some of the world's largest and most beautiful stalactites and stalagmites. Geologists know that the caverns are 60 million years old. The caverns are also home to thousands of bats. What a great place to visit. Borneo Caves.
What do the bats eat
On Borneo,
when they're down there? I guess
a
they just
Malaysian
fly.
island in the Pacific,
They're very protected by the
there are
caves
two
and they just
sets
go
of
out and get
important
stuff.
Caves. Sarawak Chamber is the
They
world's
got good navigation
biggest
skills
single
if they can
cave
figure that
room.
out, though.
It's big enough to hold 16 football fields.
16, that's
Naya
a
Caves
national
is the
unit of
site
measurement.
Of an important discovery. Ancient tools and pottery were found there. They were left by Stone Age people living in Borneo over 40,000 years ago.
Ooh, that's quite a while ago. Look at that, we've only got one of these
By
left.
Dorothy Ann.
Faults, there's tons
Kinds
of them
of
in my
faults.
programming.
Kinds of faults.
Nice.
Faults are cracks in the rocks on the surface of the earth. When the rocks
This
move
poor
on either
cow.
side of the crack, that makes an earthquake. There are different kinds of faults.
He gets mad cow
Sometimes
disease
the
by
rocks are shoved
moving
away
up in
an
space.
up-down movement. This is called a normal fault.
Oh,
A reverse fault has the same up-down movement as a normal fault, but one side is being pushed on top of the other side. The
ah,
third fault type has a side-by-side movement, where the rocks slip past each other. This is called a strike-slip fault. The San Andreas Fault in California is a famous strike-slip fault.
the more you know.
Earthquakes. Shake, rattle, and roll.
Earthquakes start way
Oh,
down
the
in
mic
the
changed
inside
again.
the crust called the focus, which is where rocks release their pent-up pressure
Also, this poor
along
tree.
the fault line.
The house is
During
fine.
an earthquake, shock waves start at the focus and move outward in all directions.
Wow.
Quake zone.
That came out the
Really
same year
strong
as this.
Earthquakes can make
I think this
terrible
is a 96
things
game,
happen.
yeah.
Highways break apart, buildings
Ah.
crash down, fires start, and even worse.
I see a lot of earthquakes in
Earthquake
China.
may
It's
last
like
less than a
very
minute, but
terrifying
when it's
how many of
over,
them are
things
filmed.
can be
I guess
completely
nowadays
changed
everything's
forever.
filmed, isn't it?
If you live in a place that might have an earthquake someday, you can learn how to protect yourself in case one happens near you.
I don't think I've ever been taught of
What
what to do
makes
in an
quakes?
earthquake because
The
it
rocks
never
on both
happens in
sides of the
Sydney.
fault are always
Same thing with
under
floods,
pressure.
really. I don't think
They're
I've actually got
always
like
pushing.
great
They
practice
want
on
to move
figuring
past
that
each
out.
other. But sometimes they get stuck, and all that pressure has nowhere to go. And so the pressure builds up until there's way too much of it. Then, when the two sides finally
Then
do
we
break
take it out on the
all that
Toyotas.
pent-up pressure is released in a violent rush. The rocks move past each other very quickly, and that quick release of pressure is what causes an earthquake.
Yeah, that kind of terrifying.
Metamorphic rocks. Morphine rocks. Rocks buried deep under
Megamorphing
the
rocks.
earth are subjected to enormous heat and pressure. Over a long time, these rocks can change. For example,
Ooh.
the minerals of a rock might gather into lines, as in the case of slate, or might line up in thick bands of alternating minerals, like a rock called gneiss. And
Nice.
sometimes, minerals might even change into different
Oh, so is it
minerals
nice? I always
altogether.
thought it was nice.
These kind of rocks
Like with a
are
G
called
as well.
metamorphic rocks. The morph in metamorphic means to change.
Yeah.
All metamorphic rocks were once a different kind of rock that got changed or cooked deep in the crust by incredible heat and pressure into the kind of rock they are today.
Okay.
Regional metamorphic rocks. There are many different kinds of metamorphic
The Alolan
rocks.
variety, the
Slate
Galleon
is a
variety.
metamorphic rock that is made from mudstone. They look very similar. Its lined-up minerals make it easy to split into thin.
I think I remember
sheets
seeing
of
pictures
black
of
quartz or
pictures of this and
rutile.
going like, oh, you know, it's a
Schist
nice
is a
smooth rock,
very
but I think it's more
metamorphic
just
rock.
the sample they
With
have is very
wavy
smooth. You could
minerals
probably
and
grind
make
down any
crystals
rock
like
and make it
garnets grow in
fairly
it.
smooth.
The minerals in
Except for
gneiss
pumice, like the
line
very
up into
airy
black
ones.
and white bands that look like a zebra skin.
Sea
But
brisket.
maybe the best known of all the metamorphic rocks is marble.
Ah.
Marble, made from limestone, is a beautiful rock that has been used for centuries to make statues and buildings.
It feels like it's so
Tsunamis, or
expensive to
tidal
work with
waves.
marble as well.
A giant
And it's kind of
wave.
heavy as well. Like,
Tsunamis,
Oh,
which are sometimes
goodbye,
called
microphone.
tidal waves, actually have nothing to do with tides, though they certainly are waves. Most of them are caused when faults in the ocean floor move and shove the ocean floor up or down.
this poor
The
tree.
shifting of the faults in the ocean floor sends shock waves into the ocean water, which creates enormous waves. When a tsunami reaches shallow water, near an island or a coast, it slows down and the water piles up, growing larger and larger as the water gets shallower and shallower. By the time it hits land, it has become a gigantic and dangerous wave.
Long-distance tsunami.
Yeah, don't mess with water.
1964, there was a huge earthquake in Alaska. Enormous tsunamis caused by the quake destroyed towns along the Alaskan coast.
Aw.
Because the oceans are so big, there is time to warn people before the tsunami can get across the ocean.
That's kind of fun as well in the 60s, where it's like you'd probably do it through like
Disaster
telegram or
strikes.
radio or something.
Some tsunamis
Telegram,
are
what year
caused
is
by
it?
volcanoes.
They've had
During
TVs in the
famous
60s.
1883 eruption of the volcanic island of Krakatoa
Telephone.
in Indonesia,
Call
the whole
people.
volcano, which was the whole island, collapsed into the ocean and caused numerous tsunamis. Thousands of people were killed by Krakatoa, but most died from the giant waves rather than from the eruptions.
Rip. Dude, the body count is already at like several thousands now, so... Anyways, I think that's it for the field trips. Thank you for sticking with that for half an hour. Now we start the game itself. I'm going to stick with this picture. Purely for the meme. But, I mean... it's been the same character creator for a few games in a row. This bass tone really used to get to me as a kid. I don't know why. Maybe I was terrified with that, and then, like... You'd hear the sounds of pressing these buttons, and then you'd get those eyes. Like, there'd be some eyes that are just like... I don't know. To me as a kid, I'm terrified out of that. And you'd hear these sounds all over the place. It's like, ugh. So, anyways, let's type in the name, as always. There we go. And you can indeed print it if you wanted to. But, anyways. Here we are in the bus.
Click on the gear shift to find out where this bus
Technically,
can
that's
take
Liz.
us. Then, click on the go button to get there.
Thank you, Liz. But the rules of the bus are that the back of the bus is the same as in every location you go to. I think every minigame is actually accessible from the outside, so I'm going to be hesitant in clicking them. But you can click that if you want. You can click a few things if you want. Apparently, I can start digging rocks outside the classroom. There you... Oh, my goodness. Put that in the rock box. Nah, that goes in the trash. Okay, sure. You can turn a little bit. Very slowly. On the spot. This is how you control... You know... a bus, right? You got the... Oops. Oops. We're not doing this. We're not doing this yet. We'll do this later. Also, we got credits just tucked away there. I shall briefly sit through these, and then, I don't know, we'll sort of chill at the end while I talk about some topics if we want to. But, yeah, they are kind of slow, and they're an Arial font. Actually, no, sorry, that's Times New Roman. Arial's a sans serif font. Or maybe it's Helvetica. We'll get there. But I will read those out, show those at the end. Yeah, and then obviously you can get out of the bus, but we know where that goes. And we got this little TV here, which doesn't do anything for the moment. We can also X-ray, so you can see what the 3D bus looks like. At the back of the bus.
Welcome. Do you feel like helping Arnold find the missing samples from his rock and mineral collection?
As an obligation,
Listen
yeah.
closely. There are 3 kinds of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic.
She's doing absolute cinema right
Arnold
now.
is missing one of each, and he's also missing a mineral. Now, check out those 4 empty spaces in Arnold's collection box. Click on one to hear your first clue about the missing samples.
So I like how this is actually randomized. You can indeed find all of them in some variety.
Minerals are the building blocks of rocks, and many of them take crystal forms. Minerals are found all over the Earth. Arnold's missing mineral is hematite. It would be quite all right if you could help him find it.
I see what you did there. I like as well if the bus drones is too much, there is indeed a button if you want
Do you
to.
want to check out the geo table?
If you want to
Igneous rocks
chill
form
with your
when
ears for a
magma
bit.
or lava cools and crystallizes. They're usually found near land volcanoes or at mid-ocean ridges. Arnold's missing igneous rock is
Ooh.
pumice. I bet you'll be able to replace it.
Yeah.
Sedimentary rocks
I guess,
are
yeah.
made when tiny grains get pressed together. They are found in many places.
What was that
like
inflection as
canyons,
well?
faults, and caverns. Arnold's missing sedimentary rock is rock salt, or evaporite. It'd be mighty nice of you to find it.
I guess it would, yeah.
Metamorphic rocks have been changed by heat or pressure under the earth. They are found at fault and places where very deep rocks have been exposed, like the bottom of a canyon. Arnold's missing metamorphic rock is slate. And I think
Hey,
it's
the fancy
slate
one.
that you're going to find it.
Thank you for the pun.
When you find a missing sample and fill the space in Arnold's collection, take a crack at another one. Click
Yeah,
on
sure.
space and listen closely.
Alright. We've got a little dress-up game if you want.
Dress up me and Keisha in whatever outfits you choose. Click on the arrows to make us try on all kinds of hats, shirts, pants, and shoes.
Yeah, that's... this happened here, so don't worry about that happening because the game's still open. It just... I don't know, it's a bit weird. Look at that, you can dress him up. Oh my goodness. He's ready for the...
Maybe I could hike back to the classroom.
Yeah. Okay, you're ready to put out some fires.
I'm not so sure about caving.
Okay, sure, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Are we going out?
Ah! Oh no. Oh, this is no better.
Know any hula dances?
Not personally. It'd be fun to know one. What is happening here?
What are you laughing at?
Oh my goodness.
My kingdom for a haircut.
Who did these? Who did
Does
this?
this mean I have a ranch somewhere?
Poor Arnold.
Aye, matey. Give me all your jewels.
Poor Arnold.
What am I going to do with this rabbit?
You put him in the hat and you never look back.
How long do I have to hold this torch?
Oh, oh, oh.
Who are we invading today?
Oh, you know, the French. Oh, oh.
Think I'm getting a headache from this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
I sure hope this is touch football.
Hey, he's number one. That means he's the fullback. Oh, why would you do this to him?
I'd sure like to know who did this to my hair.
Yep, it wasn't me. Look at that. We're back to the start.
I bet it's nice and peaceful on the moon.
Don't take your helmet off, Arnold. And then look at that. We can change the person. The outfits are kind of the same, but the commentary is different.
Head for the hills.
It is different commentary at the very least.
Cave, here I come.
She's excited. Who wouldn't be?
There's nothing like some precious stones to complete the look.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Sure.
Luau time.
Oh, okay. Anyways, let's,
At ease, soldier.
Ooh, okay, sure, yeah. Whoops, too far. There we go.
Just call me Keisha, the Conqueror.
The Conqueror?
Rope 'em, doggies.
The doggies?
Walk the plank.
I always love pirates with that, like, oversized hat and stuff, but it's like, man, you know, they'd be terrifying people to hang out with.
You're
Or maybe
up
they'd be
for
chill
us.
as.
This torch gets pretty heavy.
The real one does. I don't think any, like, costume with the, you know, as the Statue of Liberty, you know, is very heavy. Although, who was the person on The View who was wearing it and then she, like, passed out? And she actually has, like, health scares now, which is kind of unfortunate, but...
Queen Tut. Ten hot.
There's something your football team doesn't have. A girl. Actually, we got plenty.
Oh dear, I look ridiculous.
Yes. And there we go. Back to the beginning
Head
again.
for the stars.
There we go. Well, that's fun. Thank you, crazy costume closet. So check this thing out. If you touch the Earth here, we just killed Africa again.
Click on the rock transformer handle to set the transformation in motion.
Okay. Check out this, oh, I guess we gotta do that.
Welcome to the rock transformer. You can put stuff into the rock transformer and see what kind of rock it's made out of. Or you can put a rock in and see what it makes.
Okay. Well, check out this one.
This rock is untransformable. Sorry.
Well, thank you for putting that as the first one. Oh, there it goes.
Halite is another name for salt.
Like, actually, sodium chloride, I guess you put it back in and it turns back into thingy.
Salt is actually a rock called halite.
Wow. Who would have thunk? I could do it with everything.
This rock is untransformable.
Except for that one.
Sorry. This rock is
Except for that one.
untransformable. Sorry. This rock is untransformable.
What the heck? None of these can be transformed.
This rock is untransformable.
Greetings, Blood. I'm
Sorry.
struggling to transform the rocks that are apparently part of Arnold's collection up there. Oh, limestone has an entry here. Oh my gosh, we turned it into mulch.
Limestone is used to make fertilizer.
It is indeed another Magic School Bus game. We have gone inside the Earth, or rather, I have been chilling in the classroom for half an hour, watching videos of people dying in volcanoes.
Is made from limestone.
That's an accurate statement, by the way.
This rock is untransformable. Sorry.
I wonder what soft coal turns into.
This rock is untransformable. Sorry.
Nothing, apparently. Wow. I wonder what marble turns into. Please just be a statue. Oh, it is!
Marble is used to make statues.
We're just
like
literally
beautiful
caving,
me.
like, or just shaping rock, but not really doing anything that fancy out of it. Oh yeah, but it's also kind of fun of just like having all the things
Beautiful
moving
one of
and
me.
sounds
I
and
made
clicking
from
on
marble.
things. It's good fun. Ooh, I'm not saying that one out
This
loud.
rock is untransformable.
And neither is
Sorry.
she. Ooh, there's
This rock is
Denise.
untransformable.
And
Sorry.
we're back at Gleaner again, which was at the top, so good to know. And then we've got this thing here. Okay. This is a state-of-the-art Superbus 3000. Comes with treads for not leaving a trace in case you miss your stop. And then we've got this over here.
This Earth kitchen is
Ralphie, you're
super
outside
cool.
the bus.
To be a rock chef, just follow the recipe. If you're not sure where to find an ingredient, check out the shakers or look through the drawers. If you need help with the Earth kitchen, just click on me.
Nah, I don't need ya. So what is this? Put the gleaner here. Oh, there it goes. The gleaner is gone. And then, I don't know, we'll put some swamp on it. I'm gonna need oh, these are the... Okay, so this...
Make evaporate, which is also called rock salt. Bake some
3
salty
investigators
water
and
or
famous
ocean water
5.
on low heat.
I know a lot of people like the Nancy Drews, and they're good fun, so it's like, okay, well, salty ocean... Well, hold on, do I need any rock here, or do we just go for it? Like, salt ocean water, so salt water, just pour it on a thing and chuck it in low heat. Like, do I need a rock on that one? I used to play around with this for ages, and I'd come out with, like, dog's breakfast sometimes.
You replaced Arnold's missing sedimentary rock, called rock salt.
That was it, by the way.
Nice going.
That's how to get
You
the
just
rock
need
salt.
or evaporate.
There you go. There you go. Look at that. King. King right there. We figured it out. Hold on. Pull that drawer open. The 3 investigations were called question mark, and spoke as the 3 question marks. Oh.
To make evaporate.
Hard coal, marble. I already got that. I think I need
To
obsidian.
make obsidian, bake rhyolite on very high heat, and then make sure it cools rapidly.
Oops. Rhyolite. No gas. Hot oven. Is that it? Again. Like, we just... This is the main goal of the game, is to make these rocks, but... I guess you could just make them all like this.
Awesome. You just made obsidian.
And all these people playing Minecraft, they need their diamond picks. Nah, man. Nah, you don't need to worry about that. So I'm pretty sure if you like make a weird concoction, you get like some weird stuff out of it. Let's give it a check. Oh yeah, it was the grown-up age and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of cool though. I should give it a check. This is what my eggs always look like. And then you just put this rock in. And you just say, just bake it. All those games from that time. Yeah, everyone... I don't know why, there's tons of them, and I feel like it'd be a somewhat expensive, like, venture. But, pumice. Do I need pumice? Might as well.
Mix rhyolite with lots of gas, and then bake on high heat.
Oh. Every time you click the slightly off. There you go. Chuck it on there. Turn up the gas. I'm gonna step on the gas. There we go. This is a cool oven because it's got like oceans painted on it.
Super.
I used to always think
Just
pumice was a
replace
shoe.
Arnold's missing igneous rock, pumice.
I think it was all drawn. I think it was all drawn. The game's weird mix of 3D is specifically the game.
Cool. You just made pumice.
And they've always done that as well. Like, I'm pretty sure... I'm not too sure if the very, very first one actually had much 3D stuff. But it's always, like... You'd render the bus with this. Quartzite.
Quartzite. Bake sandstone on medium to high heat for a long time.
Do I even have sandstone? Maybe not. Okay, how do we make sandstone? Oh.
If you want to
Let's
make
check
hard
drawer
coal,
number 2.
Bake swamp plant material or soft coal on very high heat.
Ah! The fun one.
To make a calcite, mix calcium, carbon, and 2 oxygens.
Okay, I'm just clicking the buttons, man.
Excellent. You just made calcite.
Wow. Okay, do I remember quartz? No, not at all, actually. Let's just hit, like, iron oxide. Just do that. Oh, can I do that, like, right now? Iron 2 oxygens? That wasn't quite... Yeah, I don't know what this ordering is. This is iron oxide, by the way, apparently. Wow, how do you make copper?
Pure element copper, which is written as Cu.
Like, okay, there it is.
It's just a pure element copper, which is written as Cu.
I think in high school we really only had to remember the first 20, and then you had to kind of know like various important ones, but you didn't have to know like you know, their element number, the periodic number. Kupfer. We got corundum. Ooh.
Diamond. To make galena.
I wouldn't mind a diamond. Hold on, chuck that in there. Chuck that C in there. Oh, I have to be looking at the recipe to make sure I've got it. Okay. Feldspar. Pyrite, quartz.
To make quartz, make silica and 2 oxygens.
I think I needed 2 quartz, didn't I? Or wait, quartz.
Wow.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot better in German. Like, for example, what's gold and what's silver in German? Because like a lot of people will like have no idea what's with AU and AG, but it's like, oh no, they're kind of there. So let's make the diamond.
Pure elemental carbon.
Also, so is graphite. Gold and silver. Okay, so it doesn't make it any easier. In Latin, gold is aurum. I don't know what silver is. I assume it. Yeah, argentum. There you go. Easy, easy. So what was the one? I needed sandstone for the one rock there. Hold on. Yeah, I needed sandstone.
Bake sandstone on medium to high heat.
And sandstone isn't one of these, so.
If you want.
And then I assume sandstone is not a mineral, so natrium and calcium. Oh, that makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
Mix calcium, carbon, and 2.
Yeah, there's no sandstone here, so maybe we just find sandstone.
Or
Or I'm just blind and it's somewhere in this list. Who knows? Who knows? So we'll back up from here, where we'll proceed to know that we found several ones of these.
You might be able to find Arnold's hematite outside. Try picking up some samples and identifying them at Arnold's geotable.
Okay.
You know what I always say. Let's take some chances. Arnold's missing slate is probably at a fault or the base of a canyon. How about collecting some samples and taking them to the geotable?
That makes sense. The geotable's over
You
here.
can do some really great stuff at the geotable. Click on a rock and move it to the table. Then use the tools to examine it. Click on me if you need help using the geotable.
Okay. But there's a lot of things you can do here. Like, you can take your rock and you can look at it, and that is indeed what the rock looks like close up. It's kind of cool. And how it slides across. It's like, oh, okay. You can give it a scrub if you want. I guess. I don't quite know how that works. You can drop some vinegar on it. Which I think is specifically with the limestone. I think they had that test. You can scratch it. Maybe that'll do something. Maybe. You can check the streak. White streak. Hit it with a hammer. Yeah. Show it who's boss. But like, what's one in here? Do we have, I guess I don't. Oh, here's the limestone. Yeah, so the limestone was interesting because they said that if you pour vinegar on it, yeah, it does this. In German, K and Z are two distinct sounds. K is like the English one. Z is a bit like the C in censorship. Just sharper. True. And you've got the extra letter in German as well, don't you? An exclusive letter. No other language has that letter. It almost looks like a beta, but it's not. It's definitely its own letter. Ah, see, that's a proper clear right there. So there we go. Where's my diamond? There it is. Oh! Goodbye, diamond. There it is. Check it out. Look at that. We're rich already. I'd imagine none of these scratch tests work in any way. And this hammer wouldn't be too happy about this as well. Pre-German unification in the 19th century mostly had both sounds written with C. Later they all got replaced with a more common sound. Perhaps how the Prussians pronounce it. Which is why Germans can't agree on how to pronounce Latin words like Kaiser I think, like, if it's actually from Latin, I would give it the hard C. Because Latin, I don't think has, like, questionable sounds for the same consonants. It's quite clear. It's quite like, oh, you know, like, it's C is always a hard C, and S is always a soft S. So, but yeah. We can take the gear stick and drive to the canyon, the geode, the undersea, the volcano, the cavern, and the fault. Which coincidentally seems to be every single presentation we saw, isn't it? So, let's head to the canyon. You know, instead of just driving there, or maybe more exotically flying. No, man, you go under the earth there. Look at that. Canyon. Let's give it an X-ray. That's right. Check out that canyon right there. If you remember that elements like copper and calcium are easy to remember for Germans. Now they're written as Kupfer and Calcium. Nice. We could check this out as well and get a little bit of a
Said a what?
little bit of extra info.
Sediments are grains of sand that are made of other
Wait a minute, hold on. These are all the same ones we saw before.
There are 3 kinds of sedimentary rock. Plastic,
These
organic,
are
and
all the
chemical.
same presentations.
Plastic
We've seen
rocks
these
are
already.
formed from
Maybe it would have been better if I didn't front load with all of them. That's okay. Let's step out of the bus. Look at that. We're chilling. We're chilling outside the bus. That's unfortunately German was language of the worldwide chemistry for a while in the 19th century. That is true.
See? It's got these different layers. Bread, jelly, peanut butter, and more bread.
Oh,
Right. Like layers of sedimentary rock. Mud, silt, and sand.
and there goes Liz with a terrible eating habit.
If we looked closely at sedimentary rock, we could find fossils.
Mud, silt, and
Some
sand.
fossils are made from the remains of plants.
That's
and
why they call it a
animals
sandwich.
preserved in sand or mud.
What do you got to say here?
Hey, Phoebe, did you know that millions of years ago, these rocks were under the ocean?
Yes, and I also know that over time this whole area was pushed up above sea level. And then, much later, a river carved this canyon.
Oh no. He had a dream. What are these fellas doing back there? They're doing their best. Let's have a look through the binoculars. I did not need to see this. Is it still there? Or is it different? Oh. Again, I'm always impressed with, like, animals living in, like, weird places. Cliff sides, caves, mountains, like that kind of stuff. I guess, like, humans are particularly built for a certain climate, and if that climate changes really by, like, 10 degrees, like, for the whole year, you know, that's a bit detrimental. But then again, also, there are humans who can live in the, you know, the crazy heats of, you know, the equator. Kind of Southeast Asia in particular, and kind of Central Africa. He'll get there. This guy will get there. And then there's people who live in, you know, like, north of Canada or Alaska. Australia gets hot, but I don't know. It's not, like, the most humid hot. Okay, well, good to know there.
Whoa, that gust of wind blew sand right into my eyes.
Do you know that it takes
You should be wearing
millions of
glasses,
years
bro.
for sand to turn into sedimentary rock?
No, this poor rock. This poor rock. There's this thought bubble about the, oh, flies away? Or it digs under the ground. Are these, like, connecting? Oh, they are connecting. Ooh, we should mentally note that the bus does this. We have left everyone way behind. At least we're not saying wahoo after every stamp. Ooh. About to recreate that scene from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It's kind of interesting that we even have connecting areas like this. Like, hold on.
Wahoo! Here we are at a favorite of mine, a mighty fine mountain. But there's more here than meets the eye.
Oh, because there's transformer rocks. So hold on. So if I take the... Well, and we're also about to witness an eruption, but like if I take this... Oh! There you go, you got there. I assume if we take the plane, we'll reach back at the canyon. That's all good, Blub. Appreciate having you chat in. It's all good. This will probably be a one-weeker, so just, yeah. See the VOD and see all the cool stuff that happens in there. And learn some stuff about the Earth, apparently. So.
Whoa, that gust of wind blew
Whoa.
sand right...
Anyways, we got some mini-games here. Check this out.
Welcome to the Fossil Puzzles. Let's get started. Click on the arrows to choose a puzzle piece. Then drag the piece to where it belongs. Good luck.
Good luck. See, I'm a hard person. We can do this on hard. Oh, there it is again. That's okay. I mean, is this the... I mean, sometimes you rely on colors, but... Okay. Alright. Well, this is probably somewhere over on... Yeah, this makes a bit more sense. This is like a mustache. This is like there. Oh, this one looks a little funkier. Let's just skip it. Let's figure out something else.
Wow.
A lot of the mini games in this one don't have music, and it sort of feels a bit like dead air if I'm not saying anything. It's like, who knows what's happening? But, yeah, hopefully, this will provide an opportunity to discuss about the world and things like that, because we're only an hour in a stream, and I haven't said anything about topics. I've just been saying, wow, volcanoes are scary and will kill me. Oh, not there. Maybe here. There you go. So, I've got a couple of things for the stream, but the big one I wanted to mention is that I basically finished everything I feel like I wanted to play out of Mario Kart World. And I sort of binged it in a very short amount of time, but I also feel like I really enjoyed it, and I had a lot of great fun kind of looking around for all the...
where that piece goes.
Where all the things go. Where all the things are in it.
Is what the
And by all of them, I
ocean
mean...
looked like
No, you have to rely on a
400
map at some
million
point.
years ago. Those fish are the oldest fish we know about. They had
They're
heavy
ancient.
armor made out of bony scales.
Ew. But also cool. But also ew. That's cool. Or they come back. They're coming back.
Just wait till you see the next puzzle.
Whoa, we got the next one. Oh, and we're going to have to do that every time, aren't we? That's going to get kind of annoying. I wonder if there's actually meant to be music and it just doesn't play. But then again, I'm pretty sure there's other like long plays of this game and I don't think they've experienced music. I don't remember there being music as well. And also, weirdly, this one doesn't have, well... No, yeah, this one doesn't have the configuration tool. Maybe it could be the place I've sourced it. My disk drive isn't too happy, so I can't use my own copy. I'm apparently juking that one out real hard. But yeah, no, I've finished Mario Kart World, and this is probably the newest game that I have played.
I'm impressed.
And I've got quite a few things to say about it. So Mario Kart World is, I mean, it's the first Mario Kart game in a fair bit of time. And I describe it as, like Mario Kart as, it's evergreen. The fact that we can still have another Mario Kart game, and not to say that, like, Mario Kart is like, oh, we shouldn't have new Mario Karts, it's an old franchise, but rather that, like, there's not really a lot that's changed since, like, Mario Kart 64, really. And even the original, if you really want to go for it, but, like...
Way to go!
It's been a very chill kind of, like, franchise. It doesn't particularly evolve very much.
They lived around swamps.
Like these guys.
About 350
and then Shrek just walks in.
Ago.
I'd like one of these as a pet. That'd be cool.
Ready for your next puzzle?
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm not ready for that every time. But yeah, no, Mario Kart is a very evergreen franchise. It's like, you drive around, you throw items at people, you come first, you got your drift, and that's kind of it. Fundamentally, nothing really has changed too much about various games. And even when they introduce various quirky mechanics, so when they introduce the bikes in Mario Kart Wii, or the gliding in Mario Kart 7, or the anti-gravity, which is not in this one for Mario Kart 8, and in this case as well, they've introduced kind of, was it like stunt jumps, where you can actually kind of, instead of drifting, if you sort of do it but without turning, you actually charge up a jump, and then you can use that to jump onto rails or wall ride. And that's neat, but it doesn't fundamentally change too much about the game. It's like, ultimately, you're still racing people. The grinds and the wall rides actually make the open world quite fun, and I actually kind of like its purpose on that. And it's not too obtrusive for the actual gameplay itself.
Go.
Hold on, I got one piece left. Again, the dinosaurs are apparently getting their love on this one.
Million years ago. These dinosaurs are Apatosaurus and Stegosaurus. This bird resembles some of the
Oh, snap, he's seen it all. He's seen it all. Oh my goodness.
Next puzzle.
Yep, yes, sound. Oh, there it is again. Maybe I should write a script. What can you run the script in? I assume batch is probably supported on this, but yeah, I have no idea how to do it in a Windows 98 context. I don't have Windows 98 programming experience, I'm sorry. Maybe if you paid me a ton, I'd figure it out, but yeah, so that being said, what does Mario Kart World do? Well, I mean, you've still got the regular, by this point, it's actually regular 8 Grand Prix. Retro tracks are mixed in amongst all the other tracks. And they've been given a very, very nice coat of paint, such that you probably won't care too much that they're older tracks. Because they seem to look and play very well. They've got lots of paths. In fact, even all the new tracks as well. They got lots of variety of pathways and things like that to go on, which is nice. Walls and other kinds of places to shortcut over. There you go, that makes a bit more sense. So that's all nice. There's no anti-gravity parts. I think a lot of the tracks like being figure eights. That seems to show up quite a bunch. So they'll always have like kind of steep hills that inevitably the cars don't really care about slowing down over. But yeah, that's okay.
You're really good at this.
But yeah, no, other than that, you know, you've got that. Try to come first in the cups. It's all good. Also along for the ride, they have 8 knockout tours. So I guess the gimmick of the game is it's open world, and the fact that every circuit is pretty equidistant to many other circuits, such that you can have these connecting kind of road sections where in the Grand Prix mode, and then also in the knockout race mode, you've got you do your first race, and then it's like, oh, you've got the distance to the next track.
100 million years ago. Those fish are the oldest fish we know about.
I feel like I've seen this
heavy
before.
Armor made out of bony scales.
I've seen this before, Liz.
Next puzzle.
It just never ends. It never ends. I think we'd probably call it there. There's plenty of things to check out. I don't need to keep getting wrapped up around the same things.
Do you have gold fever? Pan for gold.
The only prescription is more cowbell.
By moving Carlos with your left and right arrow keys.
Ooh, I get to use the arrow keys.
Victor by pressing the space bar.
And the space bar. And I have to keep doing this all the time. Oh my goodness, this is getting annoying, isn't it? Look at that. Whoa. Ugh. Alright, no bricks. No anything bad. Alright, we're going for gold. Oh, we're really going for gold. Okay, I've got it now. Oh. Oh, like, how do you isolate for that? Oh well. There you go. What we got in it? Hey, the goods. There you go. But yeah, so instead of just... Oh, boy. So instead of just, yeah, like 3 laps around 4 different races, now it's, you do 3 laps around the first race in a Grand Prix, and then the next race, it's the journey to that next circuit, and then you immediately dive into, like, just doing 1 last lap. And then same thing for the other 2 tracks in your Grand Prix. Knockout Tour sort of doesn't care about the circuits themselves, but rather you'll be doing races just to them. And each knockout circuit, knockout tour, consists of 6 stages, where basically you're driving to a destination, and you don't stop, which means at 50cc, your thumb hurts. It's kind of like, but then, yeah, like, at the end of each stage, 4 people from the back of the pack get knocked out, and you hope that you try to win. And if you're going for the 3 stars on the, on the save file, you have to be coming first at the end of each section, which gets very chaotic at the beginning, but not actually too bad otherwise. Oh my gosh, he's turned white. How did this happen? They're kind of cool. I don't think it fundamentally changes too much, but I do like it in terms of you'll experience a lot of fun aesthetics and track variety. A lot of the connecting roads have maybe a few more straightaways, but they're very obstacle-driven, which is actually quite a nice change in pace, because a lot of Mario Karts are built around tighter turns and technical sections, and facing obstacles actually leads to a decently dynamic experience where you're not quite sure what you're up against. But you still have jumps and turns and other kinds of things like that to deal with, so that's all fun. I really do like this, and I actually think it's good fun that they've figured out some nice way to spice it up. There's lots and lots and lots of connecting paths as well, so the one thing I sort of rip on is like, well, you've got the 8 knockout tours, and the Grand Prix also do some drives between places, but amazingly, there's still a ton of roads that don't have a Grand Prix or anything sort of, you know, like, showing them off or anything. So that's where the free roam comes in, where you've got all the little collectibles, including the P-switch challenges and all this stuff. They're scattered, there's so many of them. There's like 200 little coins and 150 little question mark panels and nearly 400 P-switches to find. And all the P-switches have like a challenge associated, and all of them feel like they actually use the space in a decently special way, which I like a lot. But at the end of the day, it is also a bit of like, okay, I'm sort of just ticking off a map. And I guess at some point it's like, is everything just like, I'm ticking off objectives? Who knows? How long does this go for? I'm curious if it ends at 10. Are you missing fish cards, by the way? Because yeah, there's like no reason to do this other than for fun. Gold Rush! There you go. It was worth it by the end. I like how I'm not even like hitting space anymore. I'm just like, oh, whatever. I feel like catching this much gold, this is probably like kilos worth of gold coming off this river. It's a lot of gold, man. Did we break 1,000? Did we break 1,000? Dang it! Not quite. Don't worry, there's a big trophy full of it. Good job! You've beaten the rapids! Thank you. You're welcome. And then my tombstone appears. I know it's meant to be just a rock, but still. But yeah, I think we'd actually want to do the flight now. So let's have this trip again. Just for funsies. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you're sort of ticking off a lot of boxes. I don't particularly think that there's, like, too much value in going out for every single thing. I wish there was actually a bit of a way to sort of highlight them in-game a bit better, because there's no markers on the map or anything telling you where anything is. You sort of just have to be there in the open world to experience it, but...
Whoa!
Thank you, Miss Fritz, for
Here we
saying
are
this
at a
again.
favorite of mine, a mighty fine mountain. But there's more here than meets
There's
the eye.
more here than meets the eye. But yeah, like, I mean, fundamentally, since there's not too much different, I guess one angle is, where does the $80 price tag come in? And it's a launch title as well.
What's
It's like,
that machine? It's a tilt meter. It measures bulges in the ground to see whether the melted rock underneath is rising to the surface.
Oh, so if the molten rock is rising, we might get to see the volcano erupt.
oh, you know, it's not erupting right now. You know, it's fine.
This is such a cool-looking mountain. It's shaped like an upside-down ice cream cone.
Like a cone? I think I read that some volcanoes are cone-shaped.
I've never seen a mountain smoke before. I wonder if it has a cough, too.
Couldn't we just learn about volcanoes back in the classroom?
Thank you, Arnold. Voice of reason here.
Seismograph. It records earthquakes, which can happen under a volcano.
Earthquakes? Volcanoes?
Yep. If an earthquake happens under a volcano, that means molten rock called
That means
magma
everybody
is
dies.
rising towards the surface. Then the volcano could erupt.
Oh no. Oh no.
Sometimes animals can tell when a volcano is about to erupt, and they scram.
Like that.
Liz, don't worry. When it's time to go, we'll be safely on the bus.
Will we? Okay. Time to click the fire
How
button.
can we keep all this lava from flowing into the sea? Click on the tip of the lava flow to hit it with water. That'll stop it in its tracks.
Oh boy. Gosh, I remember playing this minigame tons. They tell you off for misclicking as well, which it's kind of brutal. I don't know. My mouse skills, I feel like are okay, but then I play this and I go, oh, maybe they're not as okay as I thought. So, oh, my nose is getting a bit kind of sneezy. So, oh, come on, no. We must survive the time. At least your water sort of comes back. Are we good? Hey! Oh, the next one. The next eruption. Well, it just keeps going on for longer. I don't know if I can pull this one off. I feel like I'm doing too many misclicks. I think you got another screen down below, but even then... Oh, at least your water comes back. Still though, I don't know. We'll see how we're doing. But yeah, we're trying to justify what's the $80 price point, or 120 Australian dollars. Now, for reference, I got it for 98 on Amazon, so at least I sort of paid a bit more of a normal new game price in Australia. It's still not perfect, but it's also like, yeah, you know, like, it's better, I guess. But I do wish it were a bit cheaper. Wish my water replenished between waves. Bad volcano, you're not allowed to erupt on my watch. Oh my gosh, that's a speedy boy right there. But yeah, where does the money come, or like why does the game cost this much? And I feel like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom was actually poking that as well. They were trying to go for a bit of a over price point. Breath of the Wild as well naturally costs 90 Australian dollars, whereas many other Switch 1 games are 80 as well. So now suddenly it's like, oh, 120. But Donkey Kong, on the other hand, 110 Australian and 70 US. It's like, oh, okay, well, not everything is this price point. So like, okay, what makes Mario Kart unique to that level? Is it the graphics? This one's a tough one for me. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're good, but also, I don't know if I'm good to keep going for all of it. We'll keep trying, we'll keep trying. Oh my gosh. This is the real aim labs right here. I think that River's gonna be toast on this one. I'm sorry, River. Oh no. Oh no. It's so over. It's so over. So over. Darn. I'm not sure if it's the visuals. I think visually the game is very much like Mario Kart 8 in terms of a lot of its moment-to-moment aesthetics. Certainly, though, the open world definitely demands much more graphics horsepower.
What kind of volcanic eruption can you create? Select your variables, low, medium, or high heat, and gas or no gas. Then, click on the button to start erupting.
Ooh, this is my jam, apparently. And this is also me after a curry. But yeah, like, I don't know, moment to moment it looks very much like Mario Kart 8, except it's at 4K. And it's sort of cheating a little bit. It's got an upscaled 4K, but it's like, you know, like, I get it. It's a smooth 60 FPS, which is nice, but it's...
of a volcano forming are pretty slim if you use high heat and gas. Try another combination.
No, I want to do it.
The chances of a volcano forming
Fine.
are pretty slim.
Fine, Miss Frizz. Lame. But oh my goodness, yeah, this is definitely me after curry.
You just combined medium heat with gas and made a composite volcano. Many composite volcanoes are tall and have alternating layers of lava and ash. Since the lava is sticky, it can't flow very far.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that sticky lava, bro.
This volcano has ash layers made of andesite.
And then you blow it up. For funsies. But yeah, in motion, and especially the way the game loads in all of its areas, the loading times are still kind of weird when you are loading into a location, but for the most part, if it's like, oh, it's somewhere close by, it gets there pretty quick, and of course, driving from one place to another, you know, you're still going to notice things like level of detail pop in, and yeah, it's mostly that. Just some other ones like the water uses cube maps. Amazingly, we're back to cube maps. We're not using screen space reflections, which is great. I hate screen space reflections. There's just too many visual quirks with it, especially if you can move the camera around.
The combination of low heat and gas.
But you will spot that the cube maps do not have the greatest resolution in the world, even when you're in the photo mode. It's kind of odd. The frame rate chugs in the photo mode, and I can't explain why.
Solidified lava.
There's a very fancy volcano. Boom! Kablooey! So then we turn off the gas. We go for it again. But yeah, I think a lot of its graphics and its graphical prowess comes from the real details. So things like mud and snow appearing on tires, or just the way the lighting changes over time in these various areas and how things glow and sparkle depending on what you're doing. That's really cool. And I think generally just keeping the performance up is also quite nice. At the end of the day, it is a PS4 Pro tier of performance in the Switch 2, so certainly we'll get there. You know, like, that's what we're kind of aiming for, and especially at 4K, it's like, well, really, we're just kind of expecting a PS4 at 4K, then. And yeah, no, it does look like that. I think newer graphics techniques and maybe improvements on that, as well as also just better dynamic scaling than what a PS4 could do. Maybe that's exactly how we're getting the graphics output that we are. But I'd imagine if the game was using static geometry, similar to Mario Kart 8, I think it'd probably be a bit more, I guess, visually spectacular in its design. There's a little goopy volcano right here. Oh, that's not a little goopy one, that's a big one.
You just made this cool composite volcano with low heat and no gas. The lava is sticky and will turn into obsidian.
I feel like the
the
one with gas still did this. Time to blow it up again. Kablooey. And again, high heat, gas.
The chances of a
Not gonna let me do it. Not gonna let me do it. Okay. I don't particularly see anything around here. Oh, I guess we can click this.
I can see the crystals in this rock because they're so big.
Wow. I'm gonna steal this for my own nefarious purposes.
Hey, isn't that smoke coming from that mountain?
Good
Yes.
observation, Tim. But that's no mountain. It's a volcano.
Wow.
Volcano? Smoke? Oh, I don't believe I ever thought this was going to be a quiet field trip.
Okay.
Eruption time. Back to the bus class. 2 by 2, please.
Oh yeah, you know, this eruption. Shout out to that one time, like some New Zealanders on a ferry. Well, no, it was like a tour bus around like undersea volcanoes, and one of them actually like started going off around. I was like, oh snap. So oh my gosh, the backflip.
As you know, I love lava, and I love volcanoes.
Oh my gosh, rocks the backflip back
The
out.
lava loves her too.
Wow,
Don't
I can
tempt
see the
her.
crystals in this rock because they're so big.
They're still so big, apparently.
I don't get it. Why would anyone want to live near a volcano?
Well, one reason is that in places that have lots of rain, over time volcanic rock turns into really good soil for farming.
And then this happens. Quite a bunch.
I guess that when the lava solidifies, it'll make
That's kinda
igneous
cool, though.
rock.
Extrusive igneous rock, to be exact. That means it forms on the surface of the earth.
This lava's really cool.
Wanda, that lava is melted rock, so it's actually really hot.
I see what you did there.
Careful, Liz. That lava's really hot.
Oh no. Watch out! Ah! Oh, you know, just chilling around here. There's nothing to do in here. Or is there?
Good news. Measuring the earthquakes from a volcano can tell us when it is likely to erupt. This can save lives by warning people to move away.
They don't go here. I guess we're in the volcano, aren't we now? Oh, she's gonna do the backflip anyways. Every time. And see ya! See ya! I want to fly into it again. This kind of looks like Arnold's stomach. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think the graphics are fine, but they're not like, I don't know, they don't scream out to me like $80 games. So then what else? Is it the amount of content? Maybe. The open world arguably is quite excessive.
Welcome to my chambers class. The magma chamber, that is.
What's magma, Miss Frizzle?
It's melted rock under the Earth's surface. It pushes up to the surface through a volcano. And when it comes out, it's called lava.
When lava erupts, it will cool rapidly to form extrusive igneous rock.
Then, as the layers of the igneous rock pile up, they make a volcanic mountain.
That's fair.
Is it me? Or does the magma level seem to be rising?
This magma is definitely rising. What happens when it reaches the top, Miss Frizzle?
In due time, class. You'll find out in due time.
I hate it when
What happens
teachers
to
are
the magma that
overtly
never
confident.
makes it to the surface of the Earth? Does it still turn into rock?
Yep.
Well, I mean,
Magma
actually,
that
it's
cools
probably,
very slowly
like, it's
inside
better
the
than
Earth
panicking,
forms
but...
intrusive igneous rocks, like granite.
As I always say, don't take geology for granted.
Whoa! The magma just rose.
Exactly how hot does magma get?
We're really
enough to
dumping
melt
every
rock.
single fact on
And
this one
that's
until we reach the top
extremely
again.
hot.
Wow, okay.
Wow! The magma's getting awfully close to the surface.
So yeah, I don't know, it could be a content thing,
Seatbelts,
because there is a lot
everyone.
of, you know, you
Here
got a lot
we
of roads
go.
between circuits, but... Oh,
Whoa!
I knew I should have stayed home from school today.
there we go. There we go.
I can tell all my friends what the inside of a volcano looks like.
Well, time to bury ourselves in the sand. Oh, you know, just break in there. And then play Dig Dug for a bit. But yeah. No, I think that the real value of the game comes in from its music. Mario Kart World might have one of the greatest soundtracks I've ever heard in any game. It is fantastic. How many amazing arrangements of all these old Mario songs there are in it. Ranging from, you know, like NES Mario games all the way up to Odyssey. Lots of other Mario Karts and even things like WarioWare, Mario Paint. There's a song from Flipnote Studio apparently in there. I'm like, oh my goodness.
The most beautiful crystals grow inside of Geo.
Is it kind of excessive that makes the game cost a ton? I guess, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It sort of stings me a bit that it's like still a bit of an expensive game. I guess they're trying to really bundle it with the Switch as well, because I think, what is it, $50 US or $40 US for the version that has the game as a download code in it.
Sure.
But then you
I
don't
said
have
I
it
loved
physically.
geodes, but I don't remember saying I wanted to go inside one.
Yeah, but they're cool on the inside. Like, check it out. Check this one out.
This crystal looks glassy.
Miss Crystal. That's the,
Now
that's
that
the,
we're actually
the
inside
teacher.
of a geode, everything's become crystal clear.
Boo. The reflection seems to be very transient.
These crystals all look like they're different. There must be a million different crystal shapes.
Actually, Ralphie, there are only 6 basic crystal shapes, but they come in many, many
Ralphie, it was
different
your
sizes.
presentation that even said that.
Ralphie, did you know that pencil lead is not really lead at all? It's a soft mineral called graphite, and graphite is made of the same ingredients as diamonds.
I.e. carbon, just shaped differently.
It's geode time.
It's geode time. We're
Click
just
on
putting
a crystal
time at the
to
end of every
deposit
word
water
as well.
full of minerals into the hole. Then start the growing experiment.
The growing experiment. This is a vibe soundtrack though, right here. Yeah, we can put one of each. Actually, we could probably put more of them as well, can't we? No? They gotta fill. Let him cook. Let him cook. So, I like this. It's not really much you do with it. You just kind of click the materials and make a cool little graphic after 15 seconds. Check that out. Ooh, fancy. Let's make it all red. Cook that up as well. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, I mean, Mario Kart World is still, 1, it is very Mario Kart, and 2, it's a very good Mario Kart. I think there's no reason to fix or change things up that worked very well in Mario Kart 8. So things like underwater has been removed. You're just on the water for the most part. You know, anti-gravity, it's like, well, you know, the verticality is still nice to make some variations in tracks, but you don't need to go upside down in order to pull that off. Except in the Rainbow Road stage, they still do it there, but yeah, it's not like a fancy feature. You don't have the Mobius strip Mario circuit anymore. I want one of these. I want one of those. cook it up. Cook the man some eggs. That is not a dead pixel on your monitor. That is indeed, like, there. Just want to know. Actually, there's a few of those kind of floating around. I've entered space, apparently, on that one. But yeah, no, the game's great. It's a tough sting on the price. But, you know, if the price normalizes in any way, it's a must-have when you get the Switch 2. And I think that's the other thing, is like, should this be selling Switch 2s out the gate? I don't know if it's exactly the best, like, I guess, hallmark of the console. I think it's very much, it feels like a Switch 1 game that just went, hey, you know what, like, let's just slam it on the Switch 2 as an exclusive one, because is there any reason to, you know, make another Mario Kart on the Switch? Well, I guess I never really had one to begin with, but it's the Wii U one, technically. But they've improved upon that one with its booster course content. One thing I actually really do want the game to have is that because the open world has all these neat ideas and stuff like that, I want to see if I can make like a kind of cool pattern here. I really hope that there's like a Balloon World style mode added into the game later, where you could kind of make your own kind of Tony Hawk objectives and sort of share them with your friends of like, hey, can you go through this fancy path and do it in this time limit? That'd be really cool if you could manage to do that. Unfortunately, all the challenges are, one, predetermined in the game, and two, rather hard to, like, I guess, share, because it's like, well, it's this one spot on the map, and you have to sort of navigate to find that one spot, and nothing in the game tells you those spots are there. They sort of expect that you'll naturally come across most of the things in the open world, and I get that, but I'm not going to come across, like, even half of it, I think. If you might be, I'd say if you can come across half of the Peach medallions, like, oh, okay, that's quite spectacular, but anyway, enough, geoed in around.
What's a gemstone?
Gemstones, like rubies, diamonds.
It's kind of
and
annoying there's no
sapphires, are
cursor
extremely
change
hard
when it's just
crystals.
clicking on things here.
What's a gemstone?
And I forgot which one I just clicked on. Is this drilling back? Are we going back to the volcano? I think I'm going back to the volcano on this one. Back past the bones. Yep, out we go.
What?
Oh my gosh, Miss Frizz. I feel like it'd be quicker to just, like, you know, do this and get back to the geode this way. And then we'll keep going on from there. But yeah, I think that's my two thoughts on Mario Kart World. It's still a great game. A bit iffy on the price. It's like, oh, you gotta buy a new console to play it. Obviously, as well, online is locked behind the Switch Online subscription. But there you go. I was like, there has to be a way to get out of here. And apparently it's flying again. But yeah, no, you'll definitely enjoy this for dozens of hours, even by yourself. And then definitely with your friends that you'll definitely have locally to play it. And always a nice advantage with the Switch is that you've got two controllers with the system, basically. It plays nice with a single Joy-Con anyways. So I'm not upset about that. So... unlocking the other characters is kind of iffy. Because you have to turn into them with the Kamek item, and the Kamek item is awfully rare. And you have to be in a very specific location in order for them to kick in. It's like, oh, okay. It's the Earth. It's not the Earth anymore. Oh, hi there.
I'll see you soon after this ride in my hot air balloon.
The Frizz is definitely the most interesting teacher I've ever had.
There she goes. Leave these children standing on a cliff. Oh. You good there?
Each time there's an earthquake, fault blocks get further and further apart. Aren't faults earth-shaking?
Earth-shaking? I'm not sure I want to know what she's talking about.
the most terrifying things that our planet
Wait
literally
a minute.
will tremor
How
as a...
did the frizz get up there?
Speaking of mountains
Oh my
and
gosh.
valleys, I can't wait to evaluate these rocks back at
Boo!
Arnold's
Boo! Oh, there it is again.
Each time they...
Yep, okay. I get what you're saying, Frizz, but... What if I click on the sun? Oh, she's gonna do this again. She's gonna keep doing this, so... Yep, I get it. There's nothing else here. See ya. See ya. Well, we got a minigame here. Why not play it?
How quickly can you help me across this giant fault? Control my jumping power by using your mouse. The longer you
Oh, it's
hold down the
mouse-based.
button, the farther I'll jump when you let go.
Oh. Everyone likes that message. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Wow.
Oh! That was some solid timing I wasn't prepared for. But sure, yeah.
Wow.
I was like, where am I charging the jump bar at the top left? Oh, why is it filling all the way? I was barely filling it before.
Watch out.
See ya.
Terrific.
Okay, this is gonna be terrifying. This is gonna be absolutely terrifying.
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, she 100% clipped that.
Terrific.
But yeah, no, you should... I don't know if you should run out and get a Switch 2 just to play Mario Kart. But certainly, there seems to be a solid amount of titles for the system coming soon-ish. And, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yes.
But yeah, I've still got plenty more Switch games to play, so I'll definitely tell you how that goes. But I don't know, Mario Kart's still being good.
Whoa.
This seems like something kids shouldn't emulate in any way. I don't know. I've just got an opinion on this. There's been a very good tweet from Larry Bundy Jr. that I think was pointed out, which was basically the price of every PlayStation, and then its price 5 years after release. And it's like a lot of the older ones went very cheap quite quickly. Although, to be fair, the PlayStation 3 started at a kind of ridiculous $599 US.
Terrific.
And that one's always a meme. But the PS4 didn't go down in price as much after 5 years. And now we're at this point with the PS5 where it hasn't gone down in price. It's actually increased in price in the US. And it's certainly increased in price here in Australia. After 5 years. Thank you, Moo Sound.
Watch out.
Oh my gosh, I just completely short jumped that every time.
Wow.
How long does this go for? She'll never reach the other side.
Terrific.
We're getting there though, I'm getting there. You can't stump the jump. Oh. It's there and then it's not there. I think I did.
Terrific.
Oh. I like this duck chilling over here though. It's there and then it's not there. It's there and then it's not there.
Watch out.
Okay, it's da 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 da.
Watch
Oh,
out.
come on, don't undercut it.
Hooray for geysers. Terrific.
Ugh. I hate it when it moves that tiny little bit. But yeah. So what has happened over time? Well, first of all, I think there's been something weird about, like, I guess the cost to manufacture electronics over time. Lots of... Oh my gosh, do I have to, like, predict where it goes? Okay. Really gotten that one fine, apparently. There we go. Oh! She's achieved enlightenment. Hey! You win. I won this one. I got one at least. I say I got one. I'm pretty sure I got like a couple of them. That's fun. That's nice that we got there in the end. Look at that. We can head down here as well.
This rift valley is so cool. There are so many layers to examine in the fault walls.
I feel the earth move under my feet.
Please don't tell your peers that.
Hey, this rock
That's
has
terrifying.
black and white bands. It looks like a zebra.
A zebra? I mean, a zebra.
Metamorphism can turn shell into slate or limestone into marble.
So,
That
this
is
is just
so
the Great
hot.
Wall of China.
It's cool.
See what you did there. See what you did there. Can I
I
close?
wonder what Dorothy Ann and Ralphie are doing.
Terrified of that.
Another earthquake? This is weird.
Actually, it's quite normal. There are over 2,000 earthquakes a day all over the world, and very few of them end in disaster.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Can you help Phoebe and me beat Liz in finding the hidden fossil fuels?
This is probably where I spend all my time, and I don't know if I ever won this. We'll see how it goes.
Blow the oil coal line, and I'll drill for oil. But you have to take turns with Liz.
So, one, we got a jam, and two, this is effectively like Battleship, where you've got regions of coal and regions of oil. You get told how much coal and oil you have. But I don't know, we'll just start with a probe, I guess. So here I can see that there was one coal up the top, and then Liz has decided to take a crack at it.
Cool. We found
But
some coal.
your hope is that there's also you get to keep going. But your hope is that there's coal continuing from where you're digging, basically. See, unfortunately, Liz cheats because Liz just knows where everything is. What I have as a benefit is I have the probes, so I get to know that something is like further down, and it seems that that column is completely dead. So I'm hoping there's nothing more to the left of that.
Great work. We just unearthed some coal.
But hopefully I can chain some more on and we'll beat Liz. Let's see if there's any more below this tile. Nope, maybe not. But no, I played one and it was like Liz just had fewer pockets. And I'm like, that's cheating, bro. You can't have fewer pockets. Oh well. But yeah, no, so the cost of manufacturing of particularly older electronics still seems to be rather expensive, and I'm not sure if there's like a patent thing, or maybe it's because a lot of electronics still come out of like, you know, TSMC, and you're just sort of, you know, you're just sort of like, you're beholden to TSMC's rules, basically, as well as also their, sorry, not their rules, but their technology, as well as also there's only so many chips that can come out of their fab, and when they're under constant demand, how do you get TSMC to scale more than what they're already doing?
Awesome! We discovered coal.
Okay, there's one left, which means maybe it's just down here, which might be optimistically there. Be kind of annoying if it was on its own somewhere. Ah, there we go. Sweet.
Great work! We just unearthed some coal.
Okay, now the kind of annoying thing about oil is that the oil is anywhere. You can't just dig from the top. There doesn't seem to be any there. I'm gonna do right where Phoebe is. Oh, Liz is about to cheat. Liz is still cheating. I guess my coal was in one block. Okay, let's use the last probe here. Alright, see, there's oil there. So I've seen a bunch there. So at least I know where to start looking, and hopefully there's nowhere more to the left. You still have to wait for that animation every time, though.
Excellent. We just hit oil.
So we'll get there. But I also feel like maybe the crazy demand for the PlayStation, I don't know though, you'd expect to see it for the Xbox. And the Xbox hasn't, actually I think the Xbox has increased in price. And I don't particularly feel like the Xbox Series is, you know, running off the shelves the exact same way as a PlayStation or a Switch is. Yeah, I didn't quite notice if the bottom of that still was going, but that's okay. Unless Liz is about to cheat. We'll see. Let's see if there's any connecting oil over on the left. Oh, not there. Okay. But yeah, like if... Okay. I don't know if I can fully explain it. One could argue maybe there's a corporate greed angle in it, and I get that. You know, if something is insane demand, well, you know, why not increase the price? People are still gonna buy it. But I do think, also it's weird that even with the price increases, the PlayStation 5 still sells at a loss. Sony is expecting more people to buy software after the fact. And I'm not too sure if every other console is currently like that. Microsoft's in a bit of a weird boat, because it's like, what software do they have to sell? I don't know. First-party titles, of course, but then, like, Xbox Game Pass? I'm like, is that really enough to make a profit? I don't know. Liz is in the lead because, like, here I am trying the neighboring oil, and Liz is just, like, managed to plot out this whole thing right here. Come on, what the heck? And the worst part is, like, again, those 3 probes, it's like, you can still get juked over by your oil not apparently connecting to your other oil. Or, worse, existing in more pockets than Liz's does. Wow, it's really just unconnected there. I thought there was a ton of oil, and none of it's connected to anything. And that means I'm going blind. I have no idea where the shape of the oil is over here.
We just hit oil again? Amazing!
Amazing! Okay, well, it's not up there, apparently. But yeah, I don't recall this happening really in the past at all. So I don't know. I know there's silicon shortages that have sort of kicked in various places for various various processes. Although I'm not too sure we're getting that with Zen 2 anymore.
Super! We just drilled into oil!
Because the only other thing that's like using Zen 2 processors actively these days are like Steam Decks, but... Oh, I might be able to dunk on Liz.
Fantastic! I love finding oil.
I love finding oil. Just in everything I do. Everything I eat. Oil, oil, oil. Wasn't oil at the bottom though. I'm disappointed. Disappointed. I tried on that one. But yeah, so I don't have an easy solution or an easy kind of bit of insight there, but certainly with console prices going up, I'm not too sure if maybe software prices should be going up, or whether that like companies should kind of be going, hey, you know, like if the consoles are expensive, what can we do to alleviate the burden on people? I think the Switch 2 is somewhat a little bit overpriced. Not necessarily because I don't think the hardware is worth that much, but I think maybe because pricing hasn't actually improved over time. So as we've gotten a new console, it's like, wow, this graphics hardware requires a $700 Australian computer to run. Like, that's kind of intense. And obviously the Switch 2 has a bunch of things. It's got a fairly alright screen, and the dock is a bit more involved than it has been in the past. I'm not a big fan of the price increase on the controllers, oh my goodness, but... Also, I like how I said I was going to dunk on Liz, and it's like, I have no idea if they're going to, like, do these, like, fish fingers on other columns as well. But look at Liz here, like, just finding tons of oil. It's just unconnected. Liz is gonna have just one connected like output here, and here I am, or two connected spots, and here I am, like two distinct areas right there. All you need is for there to be like one singular oil out there, and Liz won't be able to see it. Alright, we're going not where I probed, or maybe that is where I probed. Let's go one over just to check. Nope. I got no clue, man. No, I did probe at column 2. I guess I did 2, 4, and 7. That's a bit awkward. Come on, we gotta beat Liz on this one. We gotta do it. But where is it? And there's 7 left as well. Liz is like shortcutting tons. Nah, man, I got no clue. I got no clue. Ah. So, oh, we'll see how it goes, but I'm writing this one off. I think Liz is just gonna, yeah, Liz is just gonna, oh look, there it is. Oh, would you look at that? It was just there. I only had to look at a third of the tiles available, even though there's no clues where it connects. And it's not like your grid is the same as the other person's grid. You're both shooting in the dark. It's just that one of them has insight to the memory. Oh my gosh.
We just hit oil again? Amazing!
Because the worst part is if I've seen columns 2 and 4, that means that this, at most, is only going to have 3 oil next to it. Oh, it might only be 2. Come on. It's just there. It's just the one. Oh, well. But I don't know. It's weird because there's other computer electronics that aren't going up in price like crazy amounts or even anything. Like mobile computing has actually gotten decently really good for mini PCs and other things like that. Yeah, they're not like, you know, the Switch 2 performance in terms of graphics. But there's quite a bunch of them that are like, yeah, you know, they're actually pretty okay. AMD's integrated graphics are getting really good, and obviously, oh my gosh, bro. Obviously, Strix Point has been a really neat APU platform, although the chips are kind of expensive. I will 100% agree with that. But what they do perform for games and more ideally for the price point that people are buying them at, AI budgets. But like, yeah, they're kind of neat for what they are. They're really neat. So I like those. They're cool. Even was it? Sorry, did I say Strix Point? Strix Halo is that one. Strix Point is the sort of weaker generation under. They're still solid as well, and they're actually at kind of okay prices. You can get the 8-core Ryzen AI 370. I hate the naming, but see, the problem is, for reference, if I'm guessing every single column, and I know there's none in these 2 columns, but to that, it's like, well, where is it? Well, it has to be, well, no, because I've looked in this column. This is going to be a dead end, so like, oh, maybe I didn't look in that column.
Excellent. We just hit oil.
Or I'm just absolutely blind and someone's looking at that going like, what do you mean? Yeah, it was right there the whole time. Oh, Liz just knows it's over there. Oh, Liz is 100% gonna find this very soon. I hope you're enjoying this this jam. It does indeed have the cowbell. Alright, this is my Hail Mary play right here. I'm hoping that there's like a C shape right here. Oh!
Super! We just drilled into oil.
Oh! The comeback! The comeback is real! Nope. Nope. It might be over. I say it might be over, but who knows. Us, whenever Liz finally plots out some hole. I feel like no one really compares anything against Xboxes anymore. I don't know.
Amazing.
But I think it's just that impression. Maybe it's because of the community of people I surround myself with, and it's like, yeah, no one gets an Xbox. But who knows? Who knows? Not me, I guess. And it's not that I knock, like, Xbox in terms of, like, their branding, but it's like, to me, it's like, well, I enjoy playing my games on PC because I like being able to play them with ever-expanding hardware. And Nintendo are hell-bent on making games for their own console, and I completely get that. But then it's like, well, okay, there's bound to be nothing on this column, right? Hopefully not. Yeah, it was 100% that column I looked at. Bro, where are these? I hope the two are connected to each other. But I don't know, there's no tell. There's no, like, you don't really know. Oh! It has to be directly above. It has to be directly above. This might be it. Yay! Winner! Take that, Liz.
You're a whiz. We be Liz.
Take that, Liz. Too good. Too good. Too good. First try. I rule. Liz drools. We flew here, yeah, so I guess we're drilling to the next place. Just, you know, straight into this mountain. Or at least underneath it. Across we go. Across we go again. But yeah, no, what else? Monitors are getting cheap. Displays are getting a lot cheaper. Memory's doing okay, although DDR4 is starting to get kind of expensive again. But yeah, that's already, like, sort of phasing its way out. We got that MIDI bass. Ooh. Check it out, there's locations you can go to.
Who can tell us about plate tectonics?
According to my research,
That's where you serve the food on.
The Earth is made up of round, flat pieces called plates. These plates fit together like the pieces of a giant jigsaw puzzle.
Man, if only there was a...
Bodacious. And plate
Is it
tectonics
bodacious?
explains how plates are made and destroyed.
Okay. Well, we may as well do the jigsaw
This is a
puzzle.
map of what the world looked like 250 million years
I love this
ago.
background.
There
Something
was one
alluring
big
about it.
ocean, and all the continents were joined in one huge landmass called Pangea.
Wow. I want to solve a hard one.
So, you want to play the Pangea puzzle? Click on a puzzle piece and drag it onto the globe. Click again to paste it down. If you put it in the right place, it'll stick. If not, the piece goes back to its original spot.
Oh. Ah, there's that CD audio error again. Don't worry. Ignore it. Alright, time to figure out where the edges of this were. I assume that's somewhere down there, and that's somewhere up here. I used to do this all the time. I don't know. I like my jigsaws. What can I say? But yeah, no, I don't know. I can't explain, at least the console market in that realm. And I certainly can't explain why costs are increasing the crazy amounts. Who knows? Who knows exactly why, but again, I hope it normalizes itself out in some way. And I actually, ideally as well, I hope it returns back to its old kind of levels. And whether that means that game devs will sort of go, hey, you know what? Like, as much as, like, people like you know, upping the ante on every single game. It's like, yeah, we can't keep doing that. It doesn't scale. It just means more cost to an end consumer at the end of the day. You know, hopefully that's not the case. But also, if gamers buy it, they're gonna do it. And here I am talking about how I bought Mario Kart World, so, you know, I'm not helping the problem in that sense. Isn't that a bit odd? But, oh well. Oh well, check that out. There we go. Someone's just gonna be like, I'm watching a jigsaw puzzle. Riveting gameplay. Nah, jigsaw puzzles are cool. Don't deny it. I swear that fits right. It kind of looks like it fits there. It probably doesn't. See, the problem is the map of Pangaea is a very dog's breakfast. It's like... you know, and you've got a lot of blue. You got a lot of ocean tiles. And this, like, piece always looks like Blue's Clues from the side with a mustache. Is it just me, or I don't know? Okay, it's still working around the outside. I think this is the edge there. Okay, I've run out of outside, which means we need a accurate... Oh, this looks a bit more lucrative there. I need to start finding some more solid pieces. There we go. There we go. No idea about that one. Again, as well, where's the music? It's sort of, you know, a bit empty. I do miss it from the previous ones. And my weird flesh people.
That piece fits perfectly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess it does. Oh, look at that. That's probably exactly the tell I needed for something. Oh, no, that probably fits right in there. There we go.
Great fit.
It's probably going to seem very obvious in the last few pieces. Like this one, obviously, goes down there. There you go.
You must be a puzzle expert.
Yeah, we'll accept that one, so. But yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's too much. Obviously, we're at the... We're up to September now, so, nearly... Not quite at the end of the year, but it's like, oh, you know, once you start thinking that it's only 4 months left of the year, it's like, 2025 has crept on me already.
I hope you can handle the next puzzle.
The next puzzle, this keeps going, bro. I think there's 3 phases.
We just zoomed ahead 150 million years after Pangaea.
You missed out on everything that cool that happened in the middle. Triceratops.
You can see Africa and South America. Notice that Europe and North America are starting to split apart too.
We're chilling down there somewhere. Oh, and we got the green planet. Which, seems to make my goal of finding the edges a bit tricky. I don't know why. There you go. Yeah, so like, oh, look at that. I'm like, where's the edge? I guess that's not the edge of the world there. This is. Nope. That is certainly the edge up the top. There you go. Okay.
That piece definitely goes there.
Thank you. Thank you, man, for reaffirming my skills at puzzles.
Good move.
Good move. Okay, yeah.
Looks like that piece fits perfectly.
Yeah, we established that one, right? It's probably going to be a bit easier as well if I can spot, like, where some of the countries are in this mess now. But who knows? And it's so hard to see underneath the green. It's the same color as the Earth. Hold on, that is... No, that's not the edge. Where is the edge of the Earth? Where is it gone? Where's it hiding? I guess this is part of it, so I'll get that. And,
great fit.
Yeah, that's a part of it. That kind of goes like here, I guess, yeah. And then that was chilling underneath, but this doesn't look like it's anything in particular. Oh, it's so hard to see. It's so hard to see what's happening there. I know I've still got a bit of the bottom right, yeah. Oh, there's still a bit more missing. Oh, come on, get that piece, yeah. There we go. And then I don't know where this one goes. Over it? Who knows? Did I say I liked this? I probably liked it on easy. I'm just like thinking about it, going, man, you know, it's a bit tricky.
All right.
There you go. There you go. Started to make shape, take form. Somewhere in here. There we go. Easy money. Last topic I wanted to sort of briefly mention was there was a clip on my timeline of this person. I think she was trying to make a case about how, you know, she just tries to play Counter-Strike, and you know, like the toxic community tries to lambaste her for, I guess her gender. We'll say that, and in the clip, she just throws a grenade at her feet and takes like 80 damage, and then proceeds to have very dreadful reflexes in taking out a person. Now,
That piece
I
definitely
have a
goes
lot of thoughts
there.
about this. One, I generally am just like, I don't know, like, in a lot of multiplayer games, you will be playing with people who are not at all, like, there. And whether that's transient, whether that's, like, okay, they're there at the moment, or they're also, like, you know, how would I put it? Like, you know, they actually have a long-term condition that does make it kind of difficult for them to play games. I get that. I get that that's the case. To those people who do indeed have those conditions or are in a less desirable state to play the game, please don't, because these team game... I get that's gatekeeping, but like
that piece fits perfectly.
People play these games... A lot of people play these games to win, to dominate, and it sort of is just like taking that away from them. I was just like, you are like dragging them down so much. And a lot of these team games, it's like you as an individual can't pop. You can't do your own solo effort or feel like you're making solo progress, really, if you're constantly getting axed off because you basically have a dead weight on your team, or in some cases, worse.
And Australia.
We're here. We're off screen. And we're back to blue, but I think blue will be easier for me. If this snaps in, there we go.
Great.
Certainly, like, if it's one like, oh, you know, let's say you've got, you know, the runs or something, you know, like something where it's like, oh, it's going to have to take your attention away from the computer, but it's not something that's ever going to, like, happen too much. I'm like, you could chill. You don't have to play your multiplayer game at the same time that you've got, like, an illness or something like that. In the same way that my nose always runs every time I do a stream. Always. But the, like...
All right.
If this person... And I don't want to say this is because they're a woman. I'm just like, you know, whatever. There's great female players out there. There's terrible male players. It's just like, you know...
That piece definitely
like,
goes
them
there.
Getting comments about their gender is like, hey, you know, like, whatever. But, like, it clearly isn't because... of the gender, the why people are like complaining about them. It's like, no, it's clearly because they're a terrible player. And if this is a casual game of Counter-Strike, which I didn't look too closely into it, so I can't tell you exactly if it was. If it's a casual game, I'm like, you know, some people are just learning. You have to go easy on people in casuals. You can still rip on them, but like, you gotta go easy. You gotta like have the intent of getting them to improve. A lot of people, unfortunately, are just like, you know, they will have a loss on their, you know, on their streak for a while, and they're going to look at this and go, well, this person sandbagged me down, so I'm going to make them feel worse so that I never play with them again. And I'm just like, what is happening there? I got a bunch of mates, bless your hearts, but they started getting into Marvel Rivals recently, and they're just like, they immediately want to get into competitives and stuff like that, and they're just like, you know, anyone who's, like, giving them any, like, pointers or just kind of general comments about how, like, you know, they're kind of missing the ball in places. They just go like, oh, just report it, just like report. And they've come out of the League of Legends kind of camp, and I'm not a League of Legends player. I never really got into any MOBA. I think I played League of Legends like 12 years ago, like a couple of matches, and I was like, it's not for me. Oh my gosh, where is... Oh, snap. That's Peru. Is this a... Yeah, that's a chilling over there. Oh, so hard to see under the blue, though, I'll tell you that. This is actually, like, very gnarly. We made these games fun for children, but also incredibly annoying for adults. Like, what's... Yeah, what is this shape? What am I seeing here? Hold on, that's, yeah, that's a connecting bit of Africa there, and then is this connecting onto that? Maybe? Oh, let's see what else connects to Africa. This looks like... There you go, that's not... That snaps in okay there, and this... might be over there. There you go. And then this looks like that, and this... might be that. There you go, bottom of South America. There we go, getting there. Getting there. That's India. This is just... I don't know where that piece is. Okay, sure. That's there.
Looks like that piece fits perfectly.
Chilling in the middle. The weird boomerang part over here. This little hat part, and then wherever this goes. Is that the Caribbean over here? There you go. I haven't even done the top right. There we go.
You solved that puzzle perfectly.
Oh my gosh, there's thunder outside. If I lose power right at the end of the stream, that's going to be hilarious. Probably not, but you never know. Pangea is kind of cool. The fact that, like, the Earth just did this big block of land and it just went for it. So what we got here? We got bubbles over here. Underwater volcanoes. Is that just like a path over there? There you go. But yeah, like I don't know. Multiplayer games, I don't know why. A lot of people really like bring out the salt and everything on this one.
Plates are moving. Then how come we can't see them move?
And I do think that a lot of people in these games need to sort of control their expectations a little bit. But I do get it's frustrating because one, a lot of people treat it like a job. They really want to, one, they want to convince themselves to enjoy it. And two, they're going to put a ton of time into it, even if they're not necessarily improving or doing better or even having any coaching telling them exactly how to play the game any better. I think there's a bit of the game's fault itself if it doesn't really tell players or give players the feedback to actually improve. I also don't really like sweaty tryhards, you know, both on your team and on the opponent's teams. People who do crazy amounts of aim training and then suddenly they're like great aim gods, but like they don't have the game sense and they don't have communication skills that really make it seem like you could have a conversation with them or whatever. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh, you know, just squeeze it down here.
That it's entering the part of the Earth called the mantle. When this happens, the edge of the plate changes and becomes part of the mantle.
I think I remember the episode where this happened.
Well, we won't just go with the flow. That would take us millions of years to get out of here. So, come on, bus, do your stuff.
I don't know, we just drive out. Oh, that's neat.
First things first, class. Who can tell us about plate tectonics?
I think we dug here, so I guess flying out would be the next plan. There you go. Follow the dolphins, I guess. Give us that signature sound. There we go. There we go. Oh, we have arrived at, you know. Oh my goodness. Just crawling around.
I could hang upside down like all these bats.
Yoink.
I've never seen a rock this shape. It looks just like an icicle.
Yeah, there's still bats. There's still bats over there. Whoops. Every time. Every time. I wonder where this goes then. Where's the next location we need to get to? Just gotta keep digging, so... But yeah, I don't know. For me, it's like, I just want to play my games in, like, peace. And that's why I'm like, you know, all these games with, like, competitive modes all over the place. I'm like, yeah, you know, like, I'm just kind of sick with the casual modes. I do wish that, like, for some of the... Oh, okay, we're just back up here. Okay, cool. Now we know. We've done the loop. We've done the loop. But I wish that, like, these games didn't have too many differing rule sets between competitors and casuals. For Counter-Strike, it's like you get into this kind of weird friction point where the casuals are shorter and they don't have the side swaps. It's usually like you play like first to 8 and then that's it. You're not swapping sides. And I feel like a little bit of the strategy is lost because you don't have to care about the other side like that. And obviously some maps are sided towards certain teams because they're not symmetric.
This shape, it looks just like an icicle.
Oh, rip Liz. Still rip.
Hey, Liz, if you stand there long enough, maybe a stalagmite could grow on your head.
Okay, sure, yeah. We got some mini games. We got this one, which apparently is loading because we have to watch for that animation.
A bat race.
A bat race.
You get your bat out of the cave maze first. Use your up and down arrow keys to move your bat. Use the left and right arrow keys to control your bat's flying.
It's like helicopter, but it it's like helicopter, but it tabs out of the game, and it controls like a text file. If you see the way it's moving, it's like, oh, yeah. It goes so fast, and you're gonna hear that sound so much. Do we have to load the rest of the bitmap here? It's kind of neat, but it's also like, that bat behind you is gonna like rubber band so hard, I tell ya. Oh my gosh, yeah, the loading, jeez. Yeah, look at that, like, what is he doing? He's cheating. He is cheating so hard. But yeah, as for this person, I mean, obviously, they uploaded the clip of them sucking to the internet, or they just streamed it on Twitch. Whichever of the two, they clearly had the intention to popularize themselves off this. And I don't know the streamer's name, unfortunately, so I can't tell you who she is, or how well she plays sometimes. But what I can safely say is, I don't think it's right to, like, capitalize on your own misfortune and then... Sorry, like, you can capitalize on your misfortune, but don't then, like... You know, like, go, oh, you know, how abusive is my team, you know, like, that kind of stuff. It's like, you did pull a silly move, and you have to accept that. It's kind of interesting, though, like, that's just the game. It's like a minute long of that. And the only other thing we've really got to do is, well, you know, the most exciting thing in the world. Finger painting.
Pick a thumb size, dip it into pigment, and
yeah, the mini games in this one are a bit more, oh my gosh. They're a bit more brief. There's nothing really too deep about really any of them. I sort of showed off everything going on there. All we need to do is just sort of solve Arnold's thing. We got little stickers though. They're kind of neat. I also don't know why the brown one is a undo, but it sounds like you're scratching it off. Two worlds, one family. Hold on, we gotta do this with a... Yeah, green is a very curious cave color as well. I don't know too much green stuff. I'd always draw like a munchlax like this. Terribly with my mouse, but kind of like that. There's no undo button. Try it one more time. You do the M, you do the big bulb, and then you do line, line, smiley. That's how I do it. I don't do the two colors because I have no idea how to pull that off. But that's what I do. Then you can make the body. He's got a little circle body in there. He's got arms. Arms have little spiky bits at the end. He likes his lightning bolts. I guess he's tired. I drew them too much on an angle. And he's a hemophiliac. There you go. Easy. Print that out. Save that. And there's a judgmental elk in the corner. There you go. But yeah, I think we're mostly good for what's happening here. Obviously, now we need to check out
You can
the
do
rock
some
box
really
and
great
take
stuff at the
some
geo
take some
table.
stuff here. We'll need
Click
to
on a
probably
rock and move it
cross-reference
to
the
the
clues
table.
and try to
Then
find
use the tools to examine it.
try to
Click
find
on
anything
me
that we're sort of
if
missing
you need
here.
help using the geo table.
So what we
Welcome
found.
to my geo table. The first thing to do is to wash off your sample. Then use the magnifier to see if it's a rock or a mineral.
Okay, so give it a scrub. There you go. Rock. Now what do we do?
Look closely at the rock through the magnifying glass. You have three choices. Is it made up of tiny grains? Is it made up of crystals that are connected randomly? Or is it made up of crystals that are lined up neatly in bands?
It looked like metamorphic.
Click on the matching box on the panel below.
It looked like
When do
metamorphic.
you think you know the answer?
Oh, I have to look at it again? It looks... Oh. Oh, well now it's igneous.
You got it. This is an igneous rock. Most igneous rocks have crystals that look like they lock together, but don't seem to be in any particular order.
Okay.
Now that we know this rock is igneous, there are two things we should do. Examine its crystal size and compare it with a color strip.
Okay, well the crystal size is just...
For the crystal size test, look at the rock through the magnifier. Are the crystals large or small?
I mean, they
Click on
didn't...
the right box below when you think you know the answer.
I mean, they didn't seem... Yeah, they seemed small last time, and now they're colored and small.
Exactly. This igneous rock has small crystals. It's probably extrusive, which means it came out of a volcano. For the igneous rock color test, look at the three examples on the panel below. Is it a light, medium, or dark? Click on the matching box when you've made your decision.
I assume we do the streak test on that one. Well, I guess it's light then. No? Do we look at the magnifying? Oh, look at that! It's dark.
That's right. This igneous rock's color is very dark. I'm impressed. You just used the tools to identify basalt, an igneous rock with small
Oh,
crystals.
that's the
and a
one that
dark
we're
color.
not looking for. Back in the box it goes.
You know the geotable routine. Wash off your sample first, and then use the magnifier to see if it's a rock or mineral.
Okay. I mean, this is just quartz. I remember the sprite. It's just quartz. I know it's quartz. We're gonna come out at the end of this
So
tunnel.
that sample's a mineral. Let's do a streak test and a hardness test to find out which one.
It's gonna have a strength of 5.
This mineral is too hard to be scratched by the coin. This mineral is too hard to be scratched by the coin or the pocket knife. Oh boy! This mineral is too hard to be scratched by any of the objects on the geo table.
And it's clear. Or it's...
Exactly. This mineral
X.
is so hard that the streak test doesn't work. It leaves behind no color. If your test doesn't work, don't worry. You might still be able to identify a mineral, like this quartz.
Wow,
It
it's
has a
quartz the
hardness
whole
of 7,
time.
which is pretty hard, and that's why it didn't leave any color on the streak test or get scratched by anything.
To the box you go.
Another sample? Okay, wash it off, then find out if it's a rock or mineral by using your magnifier.
Okay. Don't give me the tutorial for
That's
this.
a rock, all right. But is it igneous, sedimentary?
Okay, at least he speeds up the
Use the
tutorial
magnifier to
on
find
you.
out.
And I do like this like
You got it.
run
This is
through
igneous
of
rock.
figuring out the
Most
rock
igneous
stuff. It's a
rocks
nice
have
like
crystals that look
practical
like they lock together,
kind of
but
experiment
don't
that you
seem
get to
be
do,
in
and
any
it's not just like
particular
a
order.
some kind of mini game. Oh, there's the thunder again.
Now that we know this rock is igneous, there are two things we should do. Examine its crystal size and compare it with a color strip.
Okay, well it's got small.
Exactly. This igneous rock
Yep,
has small
I get it.
crystals. It's probably extrusive.
Is
which
this the
means
same
it
one?
came
Did I
out of
pick
a
up the same
volcano.
rock twice? I
For
think
the
this is
igneous
the
rock
same
color test,
the same
look
rock.
at the three examples on the panel below. Is it a light, medium, or dark? Click on the matching box when you
Yep. That is a medium one, actually.
Yes, this igneous rock's color is sort of medium. Wow! You just used the tools to identify andesite, an igneous rock with small crystals and a medium color.
None of these I actually needed to find, but yeah, sure.
Another sample?
I do have a bunch of these, though.
Wash it off, then find out if it's a rock or mineral by using your magnifier.
Ooh. This rock is a mineral.
Let's do a streak test and a hardness test to identify it.
Okay, what we got? It's brown, it's poop.
Yep, that mineral leaves a blackish brown color on the tile.
Let's scrape it with the Washington. Let's scrape it with the knife.
The pocket knife scratched the mineral. The knife's hardness is 5.5, so we know that the mineral's hardness can't be greater than 5.5. Cool, you just identified biotite, a mineral that leaves behind a blackish brown streak and has a hardness of 3.
Kind of olive colored at times when I'm looking at it. My eyes are playing tricks on me. Oh, come on. Dun, 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 dun. Scrolling through the thing is like, there you go.
Another sample? Okay, wash it off, then find out if it's a rock or mineral.
I think it's literally this galena that's right here. I'm wasting my time doing this. Nah, it's fine.
That sample is a mineral. Let's do a streak test and a hardness test to identify it.
It's silver.
Yep. That mineral
Or gray.
leaves a gray color on the tile. The coin scratched the mineral. The coin has a hardness of only 2.5. That means the mineral can't be very hard. Congratulations! You used the tools here to identify galena.
Wow. It's right here the whole time, Arnold.
2.5. Also, its crystals form perfect cubes.
I do like the cubes, though. That's fun. Oh, every time. Oh, come on. Missed the little
You know the
JPEG.
geotable routine. Wash off your sample first, and then use a magnifier to see if it's a rock or mineral.
It's a shiny. It's a mineral. Yeah, sure.
That sample is a mineral. Let's do a streak test and a hardness
Oh,
test.
I do
to
wish I could
identify it.
skim this dialogue a bit after a while. Alright.
Exactly. This mineral is so hard that the streak test doesn't work. It leaves behind no color.
And then most likely the
Oh
nail won't work,
boy.
so it's hard.
This mineral is too hard
I
to
mean,
be
this would be
scratched by
diamond or
any of
something,
the
is it?
objects on the geotable. Sometimes, a lack of test results can help you identify minerals, like this sapphire.
Oh,
Which is
it's a sapphire.
Coronium.
Woo!
It has a hardness of 9, which means it's too hard to leave a streak on the porcelain tile. The only thing that it could scratch is a diamond.
Wow, if only we had a diamond. Wow, they really want me to go through every single
Another
thing I picked
sample?
up.
Okay, wash it off.
It's fancy.
Then find out if it's a
very
rock or
fancy.
mineral by using your magnifier.
This rocks!
That's a rock, all right. But is it igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic? Use the magnifier to find out.
Let's have a look. Oh, that's metamorphic.
Way to go. This is definitely a metamorphic.
There you go. I'm learning.
Metamorphic
I'm
rocks
learning
are
how the
crystals that
rocks
lock
work.
Together and line up in neat bands. Now that we know this rock is metamorphic,
Ooh.
we should use the magnifier to examine its texture. Look at the texture on the panel below and click the matching box.
Oh, I wish it was,
Good work.
I wish it was
This
slate.
metamorphic rock is shiny and has a wavy texture. That means it's schist.
I know it is, but... does that mean I don't have any other unknown rocks chilling in my inventory? Because if that's the case, we're going to need to double back to the back of the bus.
The
Get another clue.
Could be the place to create Arnold's missing hematite. Grab some trash and experiment.
Do I have anything in here? Hold on.
The transformer could be the place to create Arnold's missing hematite. Grab some trash and experiment.
Grab some... Okay, so we have something in here.
Welcome to the rock transformer. This rock is untransformable. Sorry,
Need a...
This rock is untransformable.
Ah.
Sorry, this rock is
Oh,
untransformable.
what?
Sorry.
Nothing can be transformed. Except that's just a wristwatch.
Quartz is used to make wristwatches.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Wristwatches are made with quartz.
That is true. What is hematite? Like, what is it like? Hold on, because she's not going to say any other clue, is she?
Got any trash you want to transform? You never know. You could.
Hold on, what's our
You
second
know
clue?
what I always say? Let's take some chances. Arnold's missing slate is probably at a fault or the base of a canyon.
Base of a
How
canyon.
about collecting some samples and taking them to the geo table?
Alright.
Transformer could
And
be
then
the place
here-
to create Arnold's. You might be able to find Arnold's hematite outside. Try picking up some samples and identifying them at Arnold's geo table.
Pebbles? Just in general?
Minerals are the building blocks of rocks, and many of them take crystal forms. Minerals are found all over the earth. Arnold's missing mineral is hematite. It would be quite all right if you could help him find it.
Oh my gosh, like where are we gonna find this just in general? I assume not the fault, but the canyon is probably the place to go, because I didn't really pick up stuff at the canyon. So we might be able to find one of those there, but if the other one's a mineral and it's like, oh, you know, they're all over the place, I'm like, you know, where's the clue to finding that? So let's see, because I'm pretty sure I did not pick up this tiny little speck here.
Hey, if this is limestone, then where are the limes?
Nice.
You can do some really great stuff at the geo table. Click on a
Yeah,
rock and
I
move
get
to
it.
the table.
I get it.
Then use the tools
We're gonna be
to
here for
examine
so
it.
long trying to
Click on
finish
me
this off.
if you need help using the geo table.
Alright. Well, I know what that looks like. We've done that. I know what that one looks like. We've done that.
Welcome to my geo table. The first thing to do is to wash off your sample.
Oh, this is like sulfur,
Use
isn't
a
it?
magnifier to see if it's a rock or a mineral.
I'm pretty sure we're looking at sulfur
That
here.
sample is a mineral. Let's do a streak test and a hardness
Don't
test to
sniff
identify
this.
it.
Actually, I'm pretty sure sulfur as the gas, like sulfur dioxide or
Neat, huh?
something, is actually
That
like the
mineral
kind of
leaves
mean one.
behind
But
the
the
color
sulfur,
white.
the element, is pretty okay. Well, maybe not too okay.
The coin scratched the mineral. The coin has a hardness of only 2.5.
Don't
That
sniff
means
your
the mineral is
your
really hard. I'm
sulfur,
impressed.
whatever you do.
You just use these tools to identify calcite. It's a mineral that leaves behind a white streak and has a hardness of 2.5.
Unfortunately, that wasn't one of the things I was looking for, but yeah, okay. Okay, back to the canyon, I guess. So, okay, because yeah, you keep finding like stuff.
Hey Phoebe, did you know that millions of years ago
And the
these
different rocks
were
every
under
time.
the ocean?
Yes, and I also know that over time this whole area was
I
pushed
see another
up
one over
above
here as
sea
well.
level.
I
And
want to
that
click it. I want to
much,
click it.
much later, a river carved this canyon.
There you go. Just steal that. Steal that. We need it for the scrubbing.
You can do some really great
Yes,
stuff
I know
at the
how
geo
the
table.
I know how the geo
Click on
table
a
works.
rock and move it to the table. Then use the tools to examine it. Click on me.
That's a
if
neat
you need
mechanic, though,
help
at the end of the
using
day.
geo
Like,
table.
I feel like I haven't been commenting too much about this
Welcome to my geo
Magic
table.
School Bus. This is another quartz. We know that it's quartz.
Then use the magnifier to see if it's a rock or a mineral.
We know that it's quartz. Do I have to go through this again?
That sample is a mineral. Let's do a streak test
It's
and a
quartz.
hardness
We've
test to
seen this
identify it.
before. It's clear.
Exactly. This mineral is so hard that the
And it's
streak
too
test
hard for the
doesn't
nail.
work.
We've
It leaves
proved
behind
this
no
before.
color. Oh boy! This mineral is too hard to be scratched by any of the objects on the geo table. If your test doesn't work, don't worry. You might still be able to identify
I feel
a
like that's
mineral
just
like
calcite
this
again.
quartz. It has a hardness of 7, which is pretty hard, and that's why it didn't leave any color on the streak test or get scratched by anything.
Yep, I know. This is our calcite again. We've done this one already. Throw that back in there. But also, that's not the rock. Do we go somewhere in the canyon? Because I know we haven't had like a second screen here, but... They're doing some rock climbing over there. Oh. Don't do it! You got a full life ahead of you.
I can't believe that little river made this huge canyon.
Well, that little river has been carving it for 5 million years. That's erosion for you.
I really dig erosion.
Boo. The puns are awful in this one, though, I'll tell you that.
Hey, if this is limestone, then where are the limes?
Back to the
You can
table.
do some
Ah,
really
see, these
great
look
stuff
different.
at the geo
I
table.
think.
Click on a rock and move it to the table. Then use the tools to examine it. Click on me.
We might be getting
if you
somewhere.
need
We
help
might be
using
getting
the geo
somewhere.
table.
This is another calcite.
Welcome to my geo table.
Or is
The
it?
first thing to do is wash off your sample. Then use the magnifier to see if it's a rock or a mineral.
Okay, what we got?
Look closely at the rock through the magnifying glass. You have 3 choices. Is it made up of tiny grains? Is it made up of crystals that are connected randomly? Or is it made up of crystals that are lined up?
Come
neatly
on,
in
Arnold,
bands?
let me get to the
Click on the
point.
matching box on the panel below when you think you know the answer.
Oh, it's been a while. We haven't
Right.
seen the sedimentary
This
yet.
sample is a sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rocks are made up of a bunch of grains that are usually different sizes.
Usually. In this case, they are. How convenient.
Since this rock is sedimentary, there are 2 things we can do. Test it with vinegar and hit it with the hammer so we can check out the grain size under the magnifier.
Oh, okay. Well, no.
Good work.
With no
This rock
fizz?
definitely didn't
No
fizz.
way.
After you crack open your rock with a hammer, use your magnifier to examine the size of the grains. Are they small, medium, or a mixture of small and large?
Oh,
Click on the matching box on the
Okay,
panel
so
below
I-
when you figured it out.
I guess we look into it. We go, well, okay, my guess of clicking medium was pretty okay.
Yes, the grains in the sedimentary rock
what
look
is
sort
this
of
then?
medium size.
Is this limestone?
Yes, you just use these tools to identify sandstone.
Oh,
It's a
sandstone.
sedimentary rock
that the one we're
doesn't
looking for?
fizz when
No.
you drop vinegar on it, and has medium-sized grains.
Or maybe it is, actually. I need to convert one of the
You
rocks.
know the geotable routine. Wash off your sample first, and then use the magnifier to see if it's a rock or mineral.
And then it'd be super sick if this was the thing that we needed to find, but I don't think it
Look
is.
closely at the rock through the magnifying glass. You have 3 choices.
Because we need to
Is it
find
made up of
slate, don't
tiny
we?
Grains? Is it made up of crystals that are connected randomly? Or is it made up of crystals that are lined up neatly in bands? Click on the matching box on the panel below when you think you know the answer.
When you think you know it. Oh, we got another
This sample is
sedimentary.
a sedimentary rock.
I guess we're on the
Sedimentary rocks are
canyon. It
made
kind
up
of makes
a
sense
bunch
that
of
we're seeing
grains
sediment
that are
everywhere.
usually different sizes. Since this rock is sedimentary, there are 2 things we can do. Test it with vinegar
I know.
and hit it
You
with
just
the hammer
explained
so we
it.
can check out the grain size under the magnifier.
Okay. No fizz.
Good work. This rock definitely didn't fizz.
And then hit it with the hammer. What do we see? Oh, that's super fine.
Good work. This sedimentary rock definitely has small grains. Good work. You use these tools to identify shale, a sedimentary
Shale?
rock that doesn't fizz from vinegar and that has very small grains.
Okay. Well, we're looking for a mineral and a metamorphic, so all these sedimentary rocks we don't actually need.
A chalkboard could be lots of fun at the Transformer. And my guess is it'll help you replace Arnold's slate.
Okay. Yes, so where do we find the slate?
Metamorphic rocks have been changed by heat or pressure under the earth. They are found at faults and places where very deep rocks have been exposed, like the bottom of a canyon. Arnold's missing metamorphic rock is slate, and I think it's face that you're going to...
Alright, we need to find this slate. And she says the bottom of the canyon, but then also said the fault. So I don't know, maybe we'll just check the fault. But man, you know, I'm struggling to beat this one, apparently. It's a tricky boy. Tricky boy. Alright, here we are. Bottom of the fault. Look for a rock. I mean, there's one at her feet.
Hey, this rock has black and white bands. It looks like a zebra.
But she also said that last time.
You can do some really great stuff
Oh
at the
my gosh,
table.
can he just stop
Click on a rock
explaining
and
it?
move it to the table. Then use the tools to examine it. Click on me if you need help using the geotable.
Okay.
Welcome to my
Scrub, scrub, scrub. What are we looking at?
Use the magnifier to see if it's a rock or a mineral.
That's apparently a rock. Okay. Interesting.
That's a rock, all right. But is it igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic? Use the magnifier to find out.
I just want him to shut up so I can get to the point
This sample is
quicker.
a sedimentary rock. Do you want to examine?
Okay.
Since this rock is
The trick is to click on him all the time.
right,
And hammer. Oh. Now you're telling me it's limestone. Like just literally limestone. Are we skipping it so hard I don't even need to do the example anymore?
Need an extra clue? I'll bet that transforming some steel screws could be very rewarding. Need an extra clue? I'll bet that
Where's she
minerals
hiding
are
this?
the building blocks
Minerals.
of rocks, and many of them take crystal forms. Minerals are found all over the earth. Arnold's missing mineral is hematite. It would be quite all right.
There's really no clue, is
You
there?
might be able to find Arnold's hematite outside. Try picking up some samples and identifying them at Arnold's G.
I mean, she says pebbles, I don't know. At the bottom of faults. Like, here's one at the top of a fault.
Fairy.
And here's another one.
Hey, this rock has black...
And then we go back to the geotable.
you can do. Welcome to my geo. The first thing to do is to wash off your sample. Then use the magnifier to see if it's a rock or a mineral.
Oh, this could be actually okay. Unless we saw that already.
So that sample's a mineral. Exactly.
Unless we found
Oh,
diamond.
boy.
Oh, we found diamond.
Don't worry about not getting any test results. Sometimes a lack of results helps us to identify minerals, like this diamond.
Yeah,
It
there we
has
go.
a hardness of 10, which means it's too hard to leave behind a color on a streak test, or to be scratched by anything.
Cool. Back in the box. Found another
Another
diamond.
sample?
Another thing to scrub. What do we
Wash it
got?
off,
What do we got?
Then find out if it's a rock or mineral by using the
Alright, this could be good. This could be good.
That's a rock, all right. But it's
We're
Way
on the
to go.
metamorphic camp.
now that we know this rock.
This is...
Yes, this
Denise.
metamorphic rock has bands of light and dark minerals. That means
That's
it's
still
light.
not slate. Ah! Struggling to get my one rock. Hey, there's another one there. And then down the hill, there's another one right there.
Hey, this rock has...
Okay, back to the table.
You can do some really great. Welcome to my geo.
This is Sapphire. We've been through this one already.
Then
We have
use the
actually been through this one already. Do I need to...
You can do some really great stuff.
Yeah, I want to see this one.
Welcome to my geo.
Actually, we've done this one already as well, haven't we?
Wash off your sample. Then, do
Oh,
you want to examine a rock in a rock box? You look closely at the rock through the magnifying glass.
we've...
Right.
We know this one. It's sandstone. We've been
Since
here.
this rock is sedimentary.
I know there's
For
no...
the vinegar test.
Okay, you really want me to do the vinegar test and see that there's no fizz. I know.
Good work.
And then you want me to do this so that I see that it's... oh, sorry, the hammer. Sorry. And then you do this, and then you go, oh, okay, it's the medium grain size, and then you tell me it's
Yes.
sandstone.
You just use these tools to identify sandstone.
Wow, we've been there already. Ah, yeah, I think they gotta do something about duplicates, because it's just like, oh my gosh.
This is a...
I'm not too sure if the rock even can appear in the fault.
Hey, this rock...
I mean, when you say the bottom of faults, it's like, well, those are the two rocks available, so... Oh! There she is.
I always say, faults are fabulous.
I wonder what she eats for breakfast.
Just a general comment. But I did have breakfast today.
You can do some really great...
Welcome to my... The first thing to do is to wash...
Hey, this looks promising.
Use the magnifier to see if it's a rock or a mineral.
This looks promising.
So that samples a mineral.
Streak test, it's green.
Exactly. Because the nail scratched the mineral, this mineral is too hard to be scratched by the coin or the pocket knife. You've just identified pyrite. It's a mineral that leaves a greenish-black streak and has a hardness of 6.5. Good job.
Yeah, I don't think pyrite was quite what I'm looking for, but yeah, okay, yeah. At least it's something different. I don't suppose if I go back to here, it's like... Pyrite is what we're looking for, because again, it's not metamorphic.
Welcome to the rock transformer. You can put stuff into the rock transformer and see what kind of rock it's made out of.
Like we're looking for
or
slate.
You can put a rock in and see what it makes.
Yeah, there's our pyrite. What does it make?
This rock is untransformable.
Oh, sorry, it can't transform it. Ugh. Also, I like how I'm clicking through this. I'm like, do we not already have... Like, yeah, slate is not already in this list. Just for mental note.
You can put stuff into the rock transformer and see what kind of rock it's made out of.
And I love how you've got
Or
clearly the
you can
sapphire
put a
there, but
rock
then also
in
there it is
and
again.
see what it makes.
Need an extra clue? I'll bet they're transforming some steel screws. The transformer could be the place to... You might be able to find...
She's not giving any tips for this. Okay, well... Canyon, geode, undersea, volcano, cavern. She didn't really give any, like... She specifically... I don't know if she said, like, geodes for the minerals. She just kind of said they form in geodes and they have crystals everywhere. And I look at this and I go, oh, look, crystals. Like, I would imagine if you're going to hide, like, minerals, it's like, oh, this would be an easy place. And then you tuck one there.
This crystal looks glassy.
You look at it on the table, you go, oh, you know, what's
you can
this?
Do some really
Except we've seen this one already.
Welcome to my geotable.
That's not it. That is 100% not it. Come on, give us the goods.
Now that we're actually in...
We need to solve this.
You can do some really great...
This looks like ruby.
Welcome to my geo. The first thing to do is
Which, I mean, it's good that we're doing a different one, but again, it's like, that's not it.
See if it's a rock or a... So that sample...
It's too hard for the streak test. It's too hard for the nail.
Boy. This mineral...
It's ruby.
Sometimes, a lack of test results can help you identify minerals. Like this ruby, which is corundum.
Ruby.
It has a hardness of 9, which means it's too hard to leave a streak or to be scratched by your tools.
Well, it's good to know we've got that, but again, that's not a
Need an
iron.
extra clue?
We're looking for the thing that gives iron, hematite.
You can do some really...
Have I seen this
Welcome
one?
to my geotable. The first thing to do is to
Yeah,
wash
we've seen
off
this
the
one
sample.
because that is clearly
Then, use the
biotite, so that's not it.
Wait a minute.
Oh, come on, grab your gem. I wonder if this is like 100% like it's a luck thing, and I'm just sitting
You
here
can do
being
some
the
really-
unluckiest person in the world.
Welcome to my...
Oh, this is
The first
different.
thing to do is to wash off your sample. Then, use the magnifier to see if it's a
This
rock
is
or a
looking
mineral.
optimistic.
That sample is a mineral. Let's
Let's see what we got. No streak.
Exactly.
And I assume too hard for this.
Because the nail scratched the mineral,
No.
we know that this mineral is too hard. Great
Okay.
job. You used the tools here to identify potassium feldspar.
That's
which
not
is
it.
also called orthoclase. This mineral doesn't leave behind a streak, and it has a hardness of 6.
That's not hematite. Oh my gosh, Ralphie just... he knows. Someone's probably telling me off that, like, you could just leave the bus by going out the door like that.
You can do some really
That's
great
just quartz
stuff
again. That's just quartz. We have quartz at home.
You can do some really great stuff.
There's nothing in the box because I'm picking up quartz all the time.
You can do some really
Yeah, okay.
great.
I'm apparently not finding anything new here, so I don't know. I guess we just take a trip. I don't know, not under sea. Let's go back to the canyon just to sort of try again there. But man, I'm struggling in our magic school bus game.
Hey, Phoebe.
Okay, okay. Give me the goods there.
You can do some
Is this
really.
good stuff? No, that's our...
Welcome to my geotape.
That's our limestone again. Not limestone, our calcite.
You can do some really.
And this one that I sort of glossed over, it's
Welcome
like,
to my
have we seen this
geotape.
one before?
The first thing to do is to walk
Yeah, that's a
up
diamond
the rock.
again, because that's clearly
Then
going to be...
Use the magnifier to see
Where
if
is
it's
it?
a rock or a mineral.
Where's the diamond? There it is. That's clearly that, so... That's what I mean, it's like, we're just seeing the same thing again and again. Either that or I'm just sort of clicking on the wrong space
Why
for
did
the
they call...
extra rocks, but...
Hey,
But also, the clue said the bottom of the canyon, and a part of me goes like, oh, is there like a screen that I'm not seeing here? But I really have no idea. It's not like there's a sign or any extra button to click. You know what I mean? Seems pretty ordinary.
You can do some really.
But again, it's like I'm just
Welcome
getting the
to my-
same
The first thing to do
pieces
is to
again and
walk
again,
up the
because
stairs.
that's just, again,
Then
that's...
Use the magnifier to see if it's a rock or
This
a mineral.
is, schist. You know, we don't need to do schist again.
You can do some real. Welcome to my geotape.
Oh, this looks different. I don't remember doing this one.
Wash off your stamp. Then
Trying to
use the
mental note what
magnifier
all
to
these
see if it's a
rocks
rock
look
or
like.
a mineral. Look closely at the rock.
We're looking closely at it. It's a sedimentary,
This sample is a
which is
sedimentary
not
rock.
metamorphic,
Do you
which
want to
means it's
examine a rock
definitely
and
not
since
what we're
this
looking
rock is
for.
Sedimentary.
But you know what? We'll do it anyways.
Good work.
Hammer. We're looking at this. We got big
Right.
ones this time.
This sedimentary rock has a mixture. Awesome. You just use these tools
Conglomerate.
to identify conglomerate, a sedimentary rock that doesn't fizz when you drop vinegar on it, and has a mixture of small and large grains.
Wow. Okay, into the pile it goes. Meanwhile, this one.
Another sample?
Have you seen this one?
Wash it
Yes, we
off,
have,
Then
100%.
find out if it's a rock or mineral by using your magnifier.
It's just this. It's just pyrite again. So again, we're looking for a metamorphic rock, and I'm really struggling to find more metamorphic rocks, which means that's giving me the opinion as like they're probably not in either of these places, ironically, because we've been looking at them for quite a bit. So I don't know. Let's go under sea. Ironically, it's like, well, everything is like a canyon or a fault. I don't remember easily seeing a rock down here. That's my only catch. It is nice and chill, though. But that's my only catch, is like, I don't actually know if there is rocks here. I don't think we can grab rocks here. Oh no, there are indeed rocks there. There you go.
You can do some really great stuff
But
at the
I'm pretty sure we've seen this one already.
Welcome to my geotable.
We have definitely seen that one already, and that's not what we need. That's just this one.
A chalkboard could be lots of fun.
It is metamorphic. I guess there's that. I guess we can find that there. There's no magical rock floating around here. Ah. Yeah, I'd run out of topics a while ago, so I'm sort of just meandering around until, like, we managed to get this.
You can do some really great.
Have I done this one yet?
Welcome to my geotable.
Maybe?
First
Maybe
thing
not.
to do is to wash out your sample. Then use the magnifier to see if it's a rock or a mineral.
I don't think it is andesite, actually. This could be the goods. I don't know. I can't remember.
Look closely at
They
the
all
rocks
look like
and
rocks to me. Oh!
No, that's not it.
No, it's an igneous. It's an
You
igneous.
got it.
Which
Do you
means
want to examine
we
a
don't
rock
need to
in the
care
rock
about it.
box? Now that we know this rock is igneous, there are two. Exact. Use a sponge where the igneous rock comes. You can use that small hammer. That's right. I'm impressed.
Cool. Good to know. Good to know. Am I just unlucky or am I really just not looking in the right places? I feel like sediment and the ocean floor sounds okay, but I don't know.
You can do some.
Oh, this one's
Welcome
different.
to my geotable.
I think.
First
I don't.
thing to do is to wash out your
It's probably rhyolite though.
Then use.
Okay, if you've gotten like one already, you would imagine it's like, oh, okay, maybe you won't get another duplicate of it. Just not getting there. This game rocks.
I've never.
I don't see any other rocks in sight. So back to the bus. Back to the table. That's just a ruby again. I don't need another ruby.
There's a cave in Borneo.
But it is a mineral. Click on that. Back to the bus.
You
Look
can
at
do
that.
some real.
That's a diamond. I can see that
Welcome to
right
my
off the
geotable.
bat. You could probably see that too. Takes its time loading into this.
You can do some real.
That's
Welcome to my geotable.
literally Galena. It's right there. I don't think I'm actually gonna find this.
I've never seen a rock.
Mild spoilers, but literally, like, there's not too much of a
You can do
prize,
some
but
really-
it's like, man, you know, I'm actually having a terrible time finding
Chalkboard could
this.
be lots of.
And she just keeps telling me, it's like, oh, you just need a special rock, and then
I've never.
put it in the transformer. I'm like, I'm not
You can
finding,
do some.
like, hold on, like, legit. Honestly, if I've just been sitting here and I've just been like rotating rocks all the time, and instead it's like, oh, you should have
This
just
rock
been,
is untransformable.
you should have been trying to convert
Sorry.
all your rocks that you got here. You've been holding on to chalk the whole time, or something like that. I don't know.
Is
I'm gonna
another
go
name for
through this.
salt. This rock is untransformable. This rock is untransformable. Sorry. This rock is untransformable.
Apparently,
So-
most of them
this
you
rock
can't
is
transform though.
untransformable. Sorry.
But it's like clearly, it's like, oh, I don't have like diorite, and I keep making all this like fertilizer and stuff. That's what I had from the beginning.
This rock is untransformable. Sorry. This rock is untransformable. Sorry.
I know what marble does. I'm not even going there.
This rock is untransformable. This rock is untransformable. This rock is untransformable.
She can't transform anything. Ah.
Obsidian was used to make Native American arrowheads.
Oh, okay. Good to know that one though. That is something new. Oh. I don't suppose pumice is used for. No, it's not used for.
Pumice can be used to make scouring powder.
It's not used for chalk. I'll tell you that.
This rock is untransformable. Sorry.
We're gonna have like electrical cables or batteries. Yeah, sure. That works too.
Copper is used to make batteries.
Quartz isn't chalk, is it? No, it's the wristwatches. We've been through this
Quartz
already.
is used to make wristwatches. This rock is untransformable. This rock is untransformable. This rock is untransformable. This rock is untransformable.
Nothing
This rock is
transforms.
untransformable. Sorry. This rock is untransformable. Sorry. This rock is untransformable.
We just cannot transform
Sorry.
anything.
This rock is untransformable. Sorry.
No dice on anything, apparently. Constantly, like, picking up gems.
I've never...
Not even mining like the old-fashioned way. It's just like,
You can do
you
some
pick it
really
up, you
great
go,
stuff
oh, look, it's the quartz sprite again. And we move on, and we don't find any new rocks. Fun fact, I'm very certain, like, before I
You can do
learned about,
some
like,
really-
strip mining and
Welcome to
Minecraft, I was always, like... I was always struggling to find diamonds. I know that's like such a classic meme, like, oh, you know, it doesn't know how to find it. But like, I'd legit, like, I'd dig down to like 16,
seen a rock
and I'd just like
this
dig
shape.
like a straight line, and I'd go through like hundreds of chunks and just not find diamond because
You
it's
can
like,
do
oh, they
some
spawn like slightly off to the side. And it's not a height level thing. It's like I'd do this at like height level 11 or something all
In
the
New
time.
Zealand caves,
I've never seen...
You can do some really great.
I don't think we're getting lucky
Welcome
with
to my
any of
camp.
this.
The first thing to do is to wash out your sample. Then use the
I don't know if we've
magnifier
seen this
to
one
see a
already.
block or a mineral.
It seems very mineral-y though. It'd be cool if it was. Because then it means
So
that I've been
that
trying this
samples
again
the
and
mineral.
again.
Do you want to examine
Only to then get this at the end.
Neat, huh? Because the nail scratched the mineral. Well, the pocket knife scratched the mineral.
Okay, what is it?
Nice work. You use these tools to identify halite, which leaves a white streak so you can't
Wait,
see.
was it halite? Yeah, it was a halite I needed. Hold on. Hold on. We're on a roll. We're on it. Hold on, wherever my halite
welcome
is.
to the rock This rock is untransformable. Sorry.
Never mind. It's so over. It's so over. I'm not getting it. It was hematite, not halite. Hematite. I'm never finding this thing.
I've never seen a rock this...
What's the odds as well that it's like, oh, I actually
can
hadn't
do
made
some real-
halite?
Welcome to my geotable.
Because again,
Do is
here we
wash
have
out your sample.
copper. This is
Then
copper.
use the
This is
magnifier
100%
to
just
see
the
a block
copper
or a
one.
mineral.
I think we've done this copper one already as well.
So that samples a mineral.
Copper, 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 chameleon. Wherever it is in this list. Oh, maybe I've never done copper. The brown streak.
Right.
And then I'm pretty sure copper is like a
Well,
5 or
the
something.
pocket
Oh no,
knife
it's actually
scratch-
kind of malleable.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Good work. You identified copper. It leaves a copper.
Wow. Copper.
Caves can
Yeah,
form
I think we
inside
could probably be
glaciers.
at this for hours, apparently, rolling the dice on the rocks available, and then proceeding to
You
be
can do some
disappointed
really-
every time.
Welcome to my geotable.
So here's the feldspar again, and
Caves can
back out, and we go to this, and we do one more.
You can do some.
Oh look,
Welcome
it's
to my geotable. The first thing to do is to wash
you
out
know,
your
it's
then
the
use
soft one, it's the
magnifier
calcite,
to see if
it's
a
that
rock
again.
or a mineral.
Are there any places I didn't milk? I milked the fault, I milked the canyon, I milked the geode, I kind of milked the undersea. I didn't really milk the volcano. I don't know, it's just give it one last look. Just sort of rub it in at the end.
What?
What?
Wow, I can see the crystal.
Seeing crystals. Oh
You
boy,
can do
this.
some really great stuff at
Well,
the
I mean-
geo table.
I mean, I've probably already found it. If he, yeah. He's not
Wow, I can.
He's not finding anything new. This is
You
just
can
me
do
getting
some
very unlucky, apparently. This is just me getting very unlucky. One more roll. One more roll, and I'm like,
Wow,
that's
I
it.
can see the crystal.
That's it. I've tried my best.
You can do some.
I've tried my best. We're not finding any new rocks. I just keep finding the same one over and over again, and we're not getting any hematite, which is what you
an
need
extra
here.
clue? I'll bet that transforming some steel
And we're not
screws
getting any
rewarding.
slate apparently as well.
chalkboard could be lots of fun at the transformer.
Who knows?
And my guess
So,
is it'll help
alright,
you replace
well,
Arnold's
we'll wrap it
leg.
there. The ending of the game is basically, you did it, you completed the collection. And then you get a little certificate. I'm too dumb to get a certificate, or unlucky, whichever the case. Editing this one in post, if you're clicking around for long enough, and you click on the same rocks that I was going for a while, eventually, on the table, you will indeed find this rock here, which we'll give it a scrub.
Wash out your sample. Then use the magnifier to see if it's a rock.
It's got
or a
this
mineral.
lovely gray sheen to it.
So that sample's a rock. Now
And then, thanks Arnold, we look at it, oh my goodness, it's metamorphic.
go.
Whoa.
Now that we know this rock is metamorphic.
And then we look at it one more time, and we go, oh look, it's slate.
Cool. This metamorphic rock is very dark and breaks very evenly. It's slate. Cool. Slate was my missing metamorphic rock. Thanks for digging it up for me.
I swear, it's 100% luck finding it out in the wild like that. So, all we gotta do is find the mineral.
I'll bet that transforming some steel screws could be very rewarding.
The other thing I wanted to also mention is that this mechanic was here the whole time, and I sort of really glossed over it when I was streaming this. But in this, you'll find items like this, and you can put them into the rock box, where you can then proceed to go into the back. You go to the transformer area over here, and I mean, Miss Frizz basically spelled it out when she was like, oh, you know, chalk in the transformer. You can actually find the rocks like that, and it's probably a bit more reliable like that. So, in theory, I could have found the slate like that. But we'll keep taking a few cracks at this. I do think the location matters. I think you'll generally find igneous rocks at the volcano and sedimentary rocks at the canyon, but yeah, you're gonna find junk like this, which is like, it's not even something. But if you try long enough, and you sit through the animation long enough, you'll eventually find socks, you know? And if you really, 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 really try long enough... Nope, we're not going for the marble statue. Come on. I want a gear stick that's a picture of the globe spinning around. Nope, not the soda can. Not the sody pop. Will we get it today? Nope, not the watch. We just gotta keep digging. I dig that. Oh, they did that pun already in the game, didn't they? Nope. Not my ranch dressing. Not the rubber ducky. Wow, that's it still is a bit of a lucky dip at the end of the day. Come on. Oh, that looks promising. So then back to the back of the bus. To the transformer thing. Wait for it to walk on screen. Scroll over to it. Drop it in.
You're definitely Rockhound and material. You replaced Arnold's missing mineral, hematite.
I don't think I'd want to eat that one.
Hematite's a really neat mineral. It's shaped like a crystal and is used to make things like steel screws.
Wow. So by completing the collection,
Congratulations!
there you go.
You really are a superstar rock hound.
Curiously, the moment you try to continue, it just restarts the entire game with a new collection, so
Minerals for my collection.
we'll leave it there.
What am I going to do?
So anyways, with that, I'd like to thank you so very much for watching, or if you didn't enjoy this, that's okay as well, but don't worry, streams, yeah, I tried Bag of Magic Food, I tried. Seriously, I was trying that for like an hour, I swear, so. If you like this or you didn't like this, I stream at 8:30 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time every Monday, and only Monday, just once a week, where I'll be playing something new next week. We'll see what it is. And if you missed parts of this or parts of any VOD I've done, they're all on YouTube, so you can check there. And if you want to hear me say silly things, I'm on the Fediverse as well. You can follow me there, m.biendeo.com. I'm just kind of chilling over there. But yeah, that's kind of it. Other than that, I don't know why I've gotten very sleepy tired. Rock's more like I'm gonna hit the rocks? No, that's like drinking, isn't it? Hitting the hay is what I mean. Oh well. Anyways, have a good one. Stay safe. Remember your rocks and don't stay up too late. So, see ya, fellas.